My child, stop everything. This is your one chance to hear me, and I will not say it like this again. You didn't land here by mistake. Heaven orchestrated this moment with precision, and I'm speaking directly to you. Not the version you show the world, the real you. The one who's been crying out in silence, asking for a sign, a word, a breakthrough. This is it. What I'm about to say will not just confirm your secret prayers. It will confront your hidden pain and call you into your divine future. But you must stay. Don't scroll. Don't pause. Don't miss it. If you walk away early, you may miss the sentence that unlocks your next season. But if you stay, I will shake everything that has tried to silence you, and you will never be the same again. I'm ready to speak. Now listen like your destiny depends on it, because it does. Stop everything. Right now. There's a sound echoing through eternity, and it has your name on it. This is not just another message, it's your divine signal. My beloved child, stop. Just stop. Right now. The spinning thoughts, the rush of your routines, the background noise of your responsibilities, all of it, lay it down. This is not a casual nudge. This is a divine interruption, written into your timeline before your breath ever reached your lungs. There is a sound echoing through eternity right now, and that sound carries your name. Yes, your name. Not a crowd, not a group, not a category. You. I am not asking for your attention out of sentiment. I am summoning you with sacred urgency because what I am about to say must be heard with the weight it deserves. I'm not sending a feeling. I'm not hinting through circumstance. This is my voice, clear, unfiltered, sovereign, and it's ringing with purpose. You are standing at the edge of something so holy that even the heavens have grown still. Angelic realms have paused, not to observe, but to witness this very moment where your heart meets the sound of your destiny being activated. You've heard many things in your life, noise, opinions, encouragements, disappointments, but nothing compares to this. This isn't motivation. This isn't inspiration. This is a divine signal, a trumpet in the spirit realm announcing your name into the next realm of calling. I have been waiting for this breath, this sliver in time, when your soul would be tender enough to respond without resistance. I have watched you walk through valleys where no voice seemed to reach. I've seen you scroll past lifeless messages looking for a spark of something real. And now here it is. This moment is the collision point of eternity and obedience. It is not random. It is written. I have carved this message into the rhythm of time and aligned it precisely with the sound of your weary heart finally leaning toward me again. Hear me. The sound is not faint. It is not fragile. It is not far away. It's right here, like breath on your cheek, like thunder behind the veil. It carries weight. It carries instruction. It carries the seal of heaven's authority. And child, if you miss this sound, you may miss the instruction that was designed to unlock what you've been pleading for in private. And now listen again, more deeply this time, not with your ears, but with your spirit. That's stirring inside of you, that's making your chest tighten, that flutter in your soul that you can't quite explain, that sudden stillness that settled as you read these words. That's not emotional reaction. That's encounter. That's the ancient sound of my spirit coming near, the echo of my love brushing up against your ache. I've stepped into your room, into your timeline, into this moment, not to observe, but to awaken. You've asked me, God, when will it be my turn? This is it. This is the turn. Not the final answer to every question, but the sound that begins the answers unfolding. This message is not just another word. It is the divine signal that the silence has ended and the shift has begun. And child, Do you not realize the magnitude of this moment? Do you not feel the trembling in your spirit as your name is announced in rooms you have not yet entered? Your name is being spoken in realms where your feet haven't walked, but your obedience has gone ahead of you. This is the sound of the call overtaking the delay. And I tell you solemnly, many will hear words today, but only a few will recognize this as their moment. Don't miss it. Don't reduce it to something common. This sound wasn't meant to be analyzed. It was meant to be received with reverence. You have one chance to fully embrace the sacredness of this divine signal, and you're living it right now. Let the gravity of that settle in your bones. Let every distraction be silenced. Let every counterfeit voice fall powerless to the ground. I am speaking, and your spirit knows it. This is the moment I awaken what has been sleeping, and no darkness can undo what I'm releasing. You've been asking for a sign. This is it. This is the moment heaven leans down and says, "Listen, child, this is your one chance to hear what can't be missed. My child, I've heard your secret prayers. I've heard your whispered questions echo through the midnight silence. God, if you still see me, give me a sign. If you haven't forgotten, show me something." You weren't asking for a spectacle. You weren't demanding proof from arrogance. No, your spirit was just desperate for a holy nod, a divine spark, a whisper to remind you that all your silent suffering hasn't been in vain. And so now, I'm answering, not with a flicker, but with fire. Not with suggestion, but with certainty. This is your sign. This is that moment. Heaven is leaning in so close that the atmosphere around you has shifted. Can you feel it? That ache in your chest isn't anxiety. It's alignment. It's your spirit recognizing the sound of something eternal finally reaching your ears. And I need you to understand, this isn't a coincidence. This is confirmation that everything you endured has led to this holy appointment. Don't second guess it. Don't scroll away. Don't let the weight of your past disappointments dull the sharpness of this present promise. You didn't just stumble here. I brought you here. I rerouted distractions. I delayed other voices. I pulled you through days that made no sense just so you would be ready to receive this exact word at this precise second. Heaven is not silent, and you are not forgotten. You asked for a sign, and in response, I opened the heavens and released not just a word, but a wake-up call wrapped in fire. There's a reason this feels different. It is different because this isn't about comfort. It's about commission. I'm commissioning you into a new realm of clarity. This is not just the end of confusion. It's the beginning of your reintroduction to purpose. This is not just comfort for your soul. This is activation for your destiny. You may wonder, why now? And I say, because your spirit finally has ears to hear, eyes to see, and hands willing to receive without needing all the answers first. You kept showing up even when you didn't feel me. You kept trusting me even when the sky stayed silent. And now, beloved, I'm responding with a sign that carries substance. Not surface-level relief. Not vague inspiration. I'm giving you a moment that holds instruction and impartation. This is the kind of sign that angels recognize. The kind that demons tremble at. The kind that shifts the trajectory of years in a single heartbeat. Listen closely. There is no more delay in the heavens. This sign is not pending. It has been released. Yezerang. And it bears your name, your DNA, your calling. This is your one chance to recognize it, not with your logic, but with your spirit. You don't need more time. You need more trust. So I speak now, clear and unmistakable. This is it. Not a random moment. Not a temporary relief. This is the divine signal that confirms everything you've dared to believe but were too afraid to say out loud. And because you remained faithful even when your feelings tried to betray you, I have decided to respond not just in word, but in demonstration. Watch how things begin to shift. Watch how clarity floods the places where confusion once reigned. Watch how what once seemed distant now begins to draw near. All because you chose to listen. All because you refused to miss this sign. I sent it with urgency, and you opened the door. This isn't a passing whisper. It's a divine interruption. And if you dare to pause, to lean in, to silence everything else, you'll hear the truth that shifts everything. This is not just another day. This is not just another message. And these are not just poetic words meant to soothe your surface emotions. No, my beloved, this is a divine interruption. I have entered this moment like a holy fire bursting through your timeline, not for drama, not for attention, but for transformation. You've been praying for answers, but what you truly needed was an interruption. One that would break the pattern. One that would silence the internal war. One that would halt the cycles that have tried to strangle your spirit into survival mode. So here I am. I didn't knock because I've always had access. I didn't wait because the hour is too urgent. This word is not coming to patch your wounds. It's coming to awaken your identity. It is your spiritual alarm clock sounding from the throne room of grace. You've grown used to whispers, gentle nudges, subtle signs. But this is not that. This is the roar of truth breaking through the noise of compromise and delay. I didn't just want your attention. I needed your awakening. Because the path I'm placing before you requires full awareness. I'm placing truth before you that has the power to shift everything. And not truth wrapped in performance, not recycled encouragements, but living truth, sacred truth, truth that was crafted before you took your first breath. If you dare to pause, just pause, you'll hear it. If you dare to lay down every mental distraction and emotional argument, you will feel the fire of my words burn away what's been clouding your spirit. It's not volume you need. It's vision. It's not more noise you crave. It's clarity. And clarity cannot come while you're still dancing with distractions. This interruption is divine because what follows it is design. I'm not just stopping you to startle you. I'm stopping you to reset you. You don't even realize how close you were to stepping into things that would have drained you. How near you came to accepting counterfeits because they felt comforting in the moment. That's why I had to break the rhythm. That's why I had to interrupt your assumptions. Because what I am about to reveal cannot be missed, postponed, or diluted. You've been carrying questions with no answers, dreams with no clarity, hope with no anchor. But now, if you'll dare to lean in, I will speak with such precision that your next step will feel like destiny pulling you forward. This interruption and punishment is revelation. So let me say this plainly. Don't rush this moment. Don't try to make it make sense to anyone else. This is a holy exchange between you and the one who formed your very soul. You may feel the urge to move on, to brush this off as emotionalism, but your spirit knows better. Your spirit feels the shift. This is your one chance to pause into purpose, to silence the world so heaven can speak, to lean in and listen with reverence. Because when I interrupt, I don't come empty-handed. I come with answers, assignments, blueprints, and blessings. But you must stop trying to manage me into your schedule. You must yield. You must surrender your pace to my presence. Because the truth I'm whispering beneath this divine interruption, if you let it reach you, will not just change your season. It will change you. And that, beloved, is why I interrupted everything. I have delayed answers. I've hidden breakthroughs. Not because I forgot you, but because I've waited for your heart to be still enough to hear this. Do you know why the answers didn't come when you cried out? Why the silence lasted longer than your strength thought it could survive? It wasn't neglect. It wasn't abandonment. It was my divine delay, not out of punishment, but out of protection. Because, child, I never wanted to just give you a breakthrough. I wanted to give you the capacity to carry it. I never forgot you for one breath. But I held back what you asked for because I saw what you couldn't see. I saw the weight of what you were requesting, and I knew your heart had to be still enough to not just receive it, but steward it. What I delayed was not denial. It was destiny being developed in the quiet corners of time, shaped in the secret places where no one applauds, and no noise could distort your inner tuning to my voice. You asked me why I stayed quiet. I stayed quiet not because I had nothing to say, but because what I had to say required a different level of surrender. Stillness is not silence. It is alignment. And you had to arrive at that sacred stillness before I could release what your spirit was aching for. I wasn't ignoring your pain. I was preserving your purpose. The promise you kept praying for wasn't lost. It was being calibrated to a moment like this. When you begged me for answers in the fire, I didn't look away. I stood in the fire with you. I watched you weep when others wept. I listened to the prayers you could barely form into words. And even then, I wasn't rushing, because I wasn't interested in sending you comfort that would collapse under pressure. I was building a foundation so strong that when the floodgates opened, the blessing wouldn't crush you. I was timing the answer to your transformation, not your frustration. And now the delay has served its purpose, and my voice is coming like a tidal wave of clarity. You see, child, I don't measure time the way man does. What they call too long, I call perfectly preserved. While others counted your delay as rejection, I was counting your tears as sacred currency. I stored them. Every sigh, every sacrifice, every silent moment where you chose trust over tantrum, I saw it all. And I honored it. I waited to speak this to you not because I was unsure, but because I wanted your spirit to be so tender, so tuned, that when my voice finally came through the cracks of your waiting, it would hit you like lightning wrapped in love. I've delayed answers not because I forgot you, but because I loved you too much to let you walk into something too soon and miss the magnitude of what I'm preparing. Now you're ready. Now the stillness has created space. Now, this message can land, and not just inspire, it can activate. So hear me now. The answers that were once held back are already on the move. You're not waiting on me anymore. The moment you chose stillness over striving, surrender over noise, the heavens began to unseal what had been marked not yet. And now, it's yes. And now, it's go. Now it's receive. And child, I want you to hold this with reverence. Nothing I delayed will be diminished. Nothing I withheld will be wasted. Every answer I give from this moment forward will be soaked in the weight of glory, dripped in the oil of refinement, and sealed with my sovereignty. This is what your waiting was for, not just an answer, but a visitation. Don't you see? The delay wasn't the enemy. It was the delivery system. And I held it back until your heart was still enough to hear this. What I'm about to release is time-sensitive. This isn't for tomorrow. It's for now. One breath, one moment, one open heart is all it takes. Time is not slipping from you, my child. It's aligning with you. This is not the hour of hesitation. This is not the season for someday. What I am about to release as a divine timestamp etched in eternity, and the time is now. Hear me. This is not a word you can shelve for later. This is a time-sensitive transfer of heaven's plans into your present path. I'm not asking for your perfection. I'm asking for your participation. Because one moment of surrender can unlock what years of striving could not produce. What I'm delivering is not future tense faith. It's now seasoned substance. It's not prophetic poetry. It's the voice of the Almighty declaring, this moment is pregnant with manifestation. And it only requires one thing, an open heart in this breath. You've been taught to wait, and yes, there's wisdom in waiting. But this is not the time to delay when I'm saying move. The release I am speaking of is wrapped in precision. The doors I'm swinging open are only available within this divine window. You cannot afford to rationalize this into comfort. This is not the kind of moment you revisit. This is the kind of moment you respond to. I'm releasing a sudden turn, a divine reversal, a breakthrough that doesn't knock twice. And I don't say that to scare you. I say it to awaken you. You've stood in shadows long enough. You've watched others walk into blessings you barely dared to imagine. But now the heavens have shifted in your direction. Now your name is echoing in dimensions that used to feel distant. And the release I'm speaking of is not abstract. It's already forming, already stirring, already pressing against the walls of your reality, waiting for the whisper of your yes. This is your Kairos moment, where appointed time meets prepared heart. And I need you to understand this isn't accidental. I have synchronized every delay, every redirection, every closed door to lead to this moment. I have angels already in motion, assignments already deployed, provisions already unlocked. But you must walk through the gate of Mao, not with fear, but with faith that I am who I say I am. The release I'm sending doesn't wait for ideal conditions. It doesn't check your resume. It checks your readiness. It doesn't ask for applause. It asks for alignment. One breath, one pause, one vulnerable moment in my presence, and everything shifts. The clouds part. The atmosphere changes. And what once seemed far is suddenly in your hands. So, child, don't delay me with doubt. Don't ask me for another sign when I've already stepped into your space with this one. Don't wait for everything to make sense before you say yes to what I've already begun. You asked for a change. This is it. You asked for a signal. This is it. You asked for a door. It's wide open, but it won't remain open forever. I am moving swiftly, and I need your yes without conditions. Because if you will say yes in this breath, I will release what years could not contain. This is not just your moment, it's your miracle. It's not just revelation, it's release. To breathe deeply, listen closely, and respond boldly. One breath, one moment, one chance to hear this, don't miss it. You've been scrolling through noise, searching for comfort, but I've come with clarity. Heaven is not echoing a crowd today, it's calling you. You scrolled through words that left you empty, clicked through sounds that numbed the ache for a moment, but never healed it. I watched you reach for distraction, not because you were careless, but because your soul was exhausted. You weren't looking to be entertained, you were looking to be seen. And in your silent searching, I was there. I hovered behind your fingertips, watching the hunger in your heart grow louder than the noise around you. But listen, child, that search ends now. Not because the noise has stopped, but because I have stepped in with something that breaks through it, clarity. Not a whisper of inspiration, not a passing breeze of emotional relief. I've come with a voice so sharp, so sacred, that it pierces through the fog of everything else and locks eyes with your spirit. This is not about feeding the crowd. This is about finding you. I want you to hear this and feel the weight of it. I'm not echoing through mass appeal. I'm not broadcasting to a faceless audience. I am not trying to go viral. I'm coming viral to your veins, straight into the places that feel numb. I'm not here to impress the world. I'm here to address you. Personally. Directly. Intimately. You spent too much time trying to glean scraps of truth from places that couldn't recognize your name if it was shouted from the rooftops. But I knew your name before time began. I wrote it on the palm of my hand. And I have waited until this very moment to deliver a word that is unmistakably yours. You don't need another motivational soundbite. You need a divine sentence wrapped in strategy, soaked in fire, and delivered with love that leaves no doubt. This is God, and this is for me. Let me speak to the pattern, too, the pattern of reaching outward when your soul is crying for inward connection. That need to be soothed is not weakness. It's the echo of design. I build you to need my voice more than any other. The scrolling didn't satisfy because it wasn't designed to. The entertainment didn't heal because it wasn't holy. But what I'm saying now cuts through the clutter like a lighthouse in a sea of static. I'm not adding to your noise. I'm silencing it. I'm not blending in. I'm breaking through. Because while you searched for a comforting voice in the chaos, what you needed was my clarity in the center of it all. I'm not here with background music. I'm here with divine messaging. I've removed the echo chamber, the blur of voices, the residue of confusion, and now you hear me. Direct, unmistakable, undeniable. This is not about your performance. This is not about whether you've earned clarity. You don't have to climb a spiritual ladder to qualify for what I'm pouring out. You just have to receive it. And today, right now, clarity is pouring like oil over every question. Truth is rising like dawn over every night season. And the voice of heaven is not calling out to the masses. It's calling you. One heart. One name. One soul who dared to keep listening when others tuned out. So close your eyes if you must. Let the world fade out for a second. Because I have not come with general answers. I have come with specific revelation. And every syllable is soaked in the love of a father who knows exactly what you've been crying for in the quiet. You don't need to scroll anymore. You've reached the message that was sent for you. This is not a group announcement. This is personal, intimate, handwritten in eternity with your name engraved on it. What I'm saying to you now wasn't downloaded from a file. It wasn't pulled from a script. It wasn't mass-produced for mass approval. This isn't spiritual content. This is divine communication. What I've written is not for them, whoever they may be. It's for you. It has your cadence, your cry, your fingerprints embedded in its fabric. The words you are reading are not generic. They're genetic. Carved into the DNA of your destiny before the world even called you by name. This is not an alert. It's a love letter. It wasn't sent in bulk. It was breathed through eternity, traced through time, and whispered through the winds of heaven until it found its way to this moment, your moment. And I need you to understand how sacred this is. This message isn't floating. It's rooted in who you were, and who you're becoming. Intimacy is my language, and this word is soaked in it. I am not a God who shouts across oceans without knowing the depth of what you carry. I am the God who sits in the silence beside you, who weeps where you weep, who listens without judgment when your prayers are messy and raw. I don't need your polish. I want your posture. And because you've opened your heart in this stillness, I am opening the vault of something eternal. Do you not see it? This message is not just for your encouragement. It's for your equipping. It's not just warm words on a cold day. It's the match striking the flame of everything I hid in you for such a time as this. Child, this is not a general blessing. This is a divine briefing, handwritten by the author of life with your name stitched in every line. This is not abstract. This is assigned. The words you're hearing aren't simply good, they're God. And I say that not to elevate the style, but to magnify the source. I am not offering you recycled promises. I am offering you the original manuscript of what I dreamed for you when I first imagined your life. Yes, this is personal. It's closer than breath, deeper than blood, heavier than history. And I've chosen this moment to pull it from the shelves of heaven and place it directly into your hands. There are blueprints in this word. There are strategies embedded between the sentences. There are confirmations woven between commas. Because when I write, I don't write vaguely. I write with vision. And my vision is you, fully alive, fully awakened, fully aligned. So receive this as what it truly is, a sacred, divinely orchestrated conversation between creator and creation. This is not background noise. This is backstage access to my heart, to my timing, to my movement in your life. I wrote this with tears of joy and fire of purpose. I sealed it with my spirit, and now I am unsealing it before your very eyes. You who thought you were overlooked. You who almost gave up. You who questioned if my promises were still in motion. Let this be the answer your heart has longed for. Yes, I see you. Yes, this is for you. Yes, I wrote this with you in mind. And I haven't missed a single detail. Because this is not a group announcement. This is a personal revival wrapped in words. Don't you feel it? Heaven is touching earth, and you're the reason why. You've mistaken delay for denial, silence for distance, but I was never far. I was waiting to whisper when the world grew too loud for you to listen. You've looked at the clock and called me late. You've looked at the silence and called me gone. But I was never absent. I was never unconcerned. My child, delay is not my denial. It is my design. I do not operate on the timeline of ticking clocks. I operate on the rhythm of revelation, and your heart had to be postured in a way that no crowd, no calendar, no compliment could produce. I watched you misread the quiet, assuming that your questions were falling into voids. You thought the silence was rejection, but it was protection. Because if I had spoken earlier, the roar of your surroundings would have drowned me out. And I refuse to compete with noise. I choose to whisper, and for that whisper to be heard, the volume of everything else had to break. You weren't being ignored. You were being insulated for intimacy. I drew close while you thought I was distant. My spirit hovered over your unrest, not to be seen, but to shield you from false answers wrapped in loud distractions. The silence you feared was not me stepping back. It was me pulling you forward, into a depth of trust you'd never known before. And oh, how tender you became in the stillness. How your spirit softened, stretched, and started to sense things that only silence could teach you. I saw you reaching out in the dark. I heard you say, "Are you even there?" And child, I was closer than the tears on your pillow, nearer than the breath you didn't even realize you were holding. I was not absent. I was whispering through the ache. Every delay carried the fingerprint of my wisdom. Every unspoken answer was dripping with divine timing. You see, the world teaches you that noise equals progress, that sound equals significance. But I do my deepest work in the stillness. Seeds don't shout when they sprout under soil. Rivers don't roar while they carve valleys in stone. And I don't have to be loud to be limitless. The silence was my strategy. It was a holy womb in which I rewrote your understanding of me. I wasn't punishing you. I was preparing you to recognize my whisper above the noise of fear, comparison, and doubt. What others called nothing happening was actually everything shifting. While you were waiting for thunder, I was weaving miracles beneath the surface. And now, the silence has served its purpose. Now, the world has quieted enough. And now I speak again. Not from a distance, but right beside you. So breathe, my beloved. Let the shame of misunderstanding fall away. Let the fear of being forgotten crumble like dust. Because I'm here, as I always was. And my whisper comes now not as a vague comfort, but as a clear commission. I was waiting for the stillness in you to mirror the stillness in me. And now that it has, you'll hear me not just occasionally. You'll hear me continually. This is the fruit of what felt like silence, intimacy, insight, instruction. And it begins with the truth you're hearing now. Delay was not my denial. Silence was not my distance. It was me, loving you with more wisdom than your emotions could perceive. And now, you're ready to receive what the noise would have made you miss. Child, what I say now will not be repeated. You must hold it, treasure it, and act on it. This is your one chance. Don't miss it. My words to you right now are not just spoken, they are sealed. And child, I need you to feel the weight of what I'm saying. What I speak to you in this holy moment will not be repeated. Not because I'm cruel, but because this is not the kind of word that waits around. This is the kind of word that moves the earth when it's obeyed. It has a window. It has a weight. It carries an urgency that eternity respects. This word, this one, is not meant to be remembered only. It's meant to be responded to. You must treasure it like manna that will not be there tomorrow. Like water drawn from a well in the desert, where delay would mean dehydration. Don't treat this as one of many. This is the one sent to align what hath been misaligned, to release what's been withheld, to activate what's been asleep. There is power in your response. There is weight in your yes. And I am watching, not to judge but to partner. What I say to you now is sacred strategy, living revelation that heaven has waited to release until this second. It's fragile, not because it's weak, but because it's holy. It requires reverence. It requires your now. Because if you delay, the precision of this moment begins to fade. My child, I love you too much to let you treat this like another emotional encouragement. This isn't an inspirational post. This is a kingdom instruction disguised in language you can finally understand. I've spoken in dreams you forgot, in nudges you dismissed, in tears you wiped away without interpretation. But now I speak plainly. This is your one chance. Not to hear something, but to hear this. I'm not saying I won't speak again. I'm saying I won't say this again. Because this word has a code in it. A code that fits the lock on this season of your life. If you walk away from this, you will still be loved. You will still be mine. But you may find yourself circling mountains you were never meant to climb again. And I want more for you. I want breakthrough for you. I want movement. I want miracles that come with instructions, not just inspiration. But I cannot force you to treasure what you've grown numb to. You must choose to treat this word like treasure. You must carry it like it's alive, because it is. What I say now is not for your entertainment. It's for your alignment. One response can part seas. One yes can shake structures. One surrendered moment can set off a chain of holy events that changes generations. That's the kind of word I'm giving you. So pause. Inhale. Lock this in. Don't just hear it, hold it. Let it echo through your day. Let it burn through your routine. Let it rearrange your plans. Because this is your one chance to respond while the door is open, the fire is lit, and your spirit is awake. Don't miss it because of fear. Don't miss it because of familiarity. Don't miss it because you think there will always be another moment like this. There won't. Not like this. This is a once written, once breathed, once in a lifetime divine message, spoken from the lips of the one who knit you together, wrapped in the breath of a father who never stops calling your name. Hear me. Treasure this. Move with it. And watch what I do when you respond. I've watched you in secret battles, fighting to believe when your hope was exhausted. I'd hidden faith. It brought you here. I've seen the war behind your smile, the quiet ache you carried when no one else noticed. I saw you fighting not with fists, but with faith. The kind of faith that doesn't look like shouting and dancing, but like breathing when you wanted to quit, like standing when your legs shook, like waking up when your soul wanted to sleep forever. That hidden kind of faith, yes, that faith is what moved heaven. You thought it was small. You thought it was weak. But I want you to know, child, I was watching every moment of it. Every time you whispered, God, help me, under your breath, when no one was around. Every tear you did explain. Every praise you offered while feeling nothing. Those were not just moments. They were movements. Movements in the spirit realm that shifted things on your behalf when you didn't even know it. The spotlight doesn't measure faith, I do. And I don't weigh it by volume, I weigh it by depth. Your hidden, trembling, stubborn belief that I was still good even when life was anything but. That was holy. You need to know, I never missed a moment of it. While others saw you as strong, I saw you as surrendered. While they praised your composure, I cherished your collapse before me. You brought me your broken pieces, not because you had to, but because something in you refused to let go of the truth that I was still God. And that act, so unseen, so uncelebrated, that was your offering. That was your altar. It was what brought you to this moment. You are not here by momentum. You are here by faith. You walked your way here through spiritual smoke and emotional rubble. You fought devils and doubts just to still believe I could speak, and now I'm speaking directly to you. Don't downplay what it took to get here. Don't minimize what it cost your soul to keep walking. You don't know how many angels were assigned just to protect your yes. You don't know how many assignments from hell were shattered because of your private obedience. And now that you're here, I want to say this plainly. I'm proud of you. Not for being perfect, not for being powerful, but for being persistent. You persisted through the storm of silence, through the temptation to numb yourself, through the hopeless headlines of your own mind, and still, you showed up. Still, you whispered my name. Still, you dared to hope that maybe, just maybe, heaven hadn't forgotten you. And because of that mustard seed of daring faith, you've arrived at the door of something sacred. You've reached the edge of a word that will never leave you the same. So receive this not as a lecture, but as a love letter from the God who saw every silent battle. This is your reward, not just for surviving, but for believing. Your faith wasn't invisible to me. It was invincible. It lit up the heavens while you cried in the dark. And now might come not just to comfort you, but to crown you. For the battle was never just about what you were facing. It was about who you were becoming. And the version of you reading this now, that's the one I've been waiting for. The one forged in fire, refined in faith, and ready to carry what comes next. You didn't stumble here. Your faith carried you. And that faith, raw, real, relentless, has made this moment possible. Yes, this is your moment, but it's not just for you. Just as I'm awakening your spirit, there are thousands more whose hearts are still waiting to hear this sound of deliverance. My child, this message must travel like fire across dry ground, and I am calling you to be the one who sends it. When you give, you are not giving to a platform. You are sowing into a harvest of souls. This is the oil that flows from your obedience, the seed that cracks open doors in places your feet may never go. I have said, he who refreshes others will himself be refreshed, and I will make that true for you in this very hour. Support this mission through Super Thanks membership with the giving link below, and watch me multiply what leaves your hand. Don't miss this one chance to send my voice further. Give now, as I lead you. The weight you've carried was not punishment. It was preparation. And now that you're positioned, what I release will feel like sudden light after a long night. You've asked me more than once, God, why has it been so heavy? And child, I heard the question not just in words but in weariness. I saw it in your slumped shoulders, your sleepless nights, the way your soul sometimes felt like it was dragging through quicksand. You looked at the weight and wondered if I was angry with you, if I was silent out of disappointment. But I tell you now, with the authority of heaven and the tenderness of a father, the weight you've carried was not punishment. It was preparation. Every ounce of pressure, every invisible burden, every unseen load, it was shaping something inside of you that comfort alone could never accomplish. I wasn't punishing you. I was positioning you. I was stretching your inner frame so it could carry the glory that is about to rest upon you. Heavy seasons are not sent to break you. They are sent to build you. And the weight you've endured was not random. It was strategic. Like the pressure that turns coal into diamonds, like the tension that turns ordinary into anointed, your heaviness was holy. I could have removed it sooner, but then you would have been released too early, like a fruit picked before it's ripe. And you deserve more than a premature promise. You deserve the fullness. You deserve the real thing. And that's what I was preparing you for in the heaviness. You learned how to trust when there were no signs. You learned how to hold on when every other hand let go. You learned how to walk through shadows without becoming one. That is not small. That is not failure. That is faith forged in fire. And now that you are positioned, now that the inner walls of your soul have expanded, I can release what I've been holding back. And when it comes, it will not trickle in quietly. It will burst like light breaking through night. It will flood like dawn after 1,000 days of dusk. What I'm releasing will not just relieve you. It will redefine you. And you will see that everything you carried, every weight you bore, had purpose. You didn't suffer for nothing. You suffered into something. And now that something is here, what's been forming in the shadows is about to stand in the spotlight. What was heavy is about to become holy harvest. I tell you, the same weight that wore you out will now be the platform I stand on to elevate you into your next. So exhale, beloved. You can put down the shame, lay aside the guilt, and throw away the lie that said you were being punished. I was with you in the weight, whispering through the pressure, holding your heart in the heat of the fire. And now, the same hands that allowed the burden are releasing the blessing. Get ready. What comes next will feel like sudden light. Not because it's new, but because your capacity is. And that capacity was forged in the very struggle you once tried to escape. What you once called unbearable has now made you unshakable. And I will use it, not only to bless you but to build through you. You are no longer carrying weight for no reason. You're carrying the weight of glory. And it begins now. Here is something I placed inside of you long ago, a holy spark, a sacred seed, and now is the time for it to catch fire. From the very beginning, I placed something within you that no one else could see. It was not born of man, not crafted by culture, not shaped by circumstance. It was divinely implanted, hand-placed into the soil of your spirit by the very breath that created galaxies. A spark, a seed, a hidden ember of divine destiny. You may have felt it flicker now and then, quiet moments of knowing, soft waves of unexplainable longing. That was me, child. That was the signature of your assignment. While others saw only the surface, I was watching the hidden flame that you couldn't even describe. It never went out, even when the winds of disappointment blew hard, even when the rains of heartbreak fell heavy. I kept it covered, I kept it kindled, I kept it alive for this moment. You've walked through fire, but it didn't destroy you. It refined you. You've been buried under the weight of unanswered questions, but that wasn't your grave. It was the greenhouse, the place where seeds of promise were watered with tears and warmed by the pressure of waiting. And now, I say with clarity and authority, the spark is ready to catch fire. This is not just revival. This is not just awakening. This is ignition. I am blowing my breath upon what I planted in you long ago. It is not new, but it will feel like a fresh flame. You will feel purpose rise like heat in your bones. You will feel vision crack open like a shell that's held your soul too long. You will feel the undeniable fire of destiny begin to rise, not as an idea, but as a command. And do not fear the fire, for it will not consume you. It will commission you. This fire is not for destruction, it's for demonstration. What I'm igniting in you is meant to light up everything around you. Your words will carry heat. Your presence will shift rooms. Your faith will start fires in the hearts of others who thought they were forgotten. This isn't hype. It's holy combustion. And it's happening now because you're ready. Not perfect but postured. Not flawless but surrendered. I am not looking for polish. I am looking for those who will burn. And you, child, you are about to blaze with purpose. That spark was never wasted. It was protected. And now, the world will see what I always knew was inside you. So take this seriously. Don't treat this fire like a feeling. It is not emotional hype. It is divine heat. It is the movement of something eternal meeting something internal. You are being lit from within. And this is your time to ignite. The spark is no longer dormant. The flame is rising. And the fire I start in you today will never be put out. Not by fear. Not by failure. Not by fatigue. This is the kind of fire that makes history. This is the kind of fire that heaven recognizes and hell fears. And I placed it in you. Now watch it burn. There are doors opening now that were locked for years. Not because you finally earned them, but because it's finally the right moment. Yes, child. Doors are opening. The kind of doors that don't creak open slowly, but burst wide with power. The kind you stopped praying for because they felt too big, too high, too far. You stood before them for years, knocking softly, wondering why they remained sealed. And for a while, you thought it was you. You assumed you were disqualified. Too late. Not spiritual enough, not bold enough. But I tell you now with thunder in my voice and tenderness in my touch, the delay had nothing to do with your worth. The delay was because the moment wasn't right. I wasn't waiting for you to earn it. I was waiting for everything around it to align with what I planned for you. Because what I'm giving you isn't a blessing. It's a blueprint. And it couldn't be released until every piece was in place. There are divine doors, Access points to assignments, seasons, relationships, and revelations that only open when the timing is sacredly synchronized. You've seen others walk through doors you thought were yours. You watched seasons pass like trains you missed. And I watched you wonder if your turn would ever come. But child, you weren't being bypassed. You were being prepared. While you waited, I was working. While you wept, I was weaving. While you stayed faithful behind the scenes, I was setting the stage. And now, I say with divine finality, the doors are opening. The ones that had denied written across them now say destined. The ones that remained shut no matter how hard you tried are now swinging open, not from striving, but from my sovereign signal. And I need you to walk through these doors with holy confidence. Not pride, not fear. Confidence that says this is the moment I was made for. Because it is. This moment carries the weight of every wilderness you walked, every no you survived, every tear you sowed. It is not a random reward. It is the release of a season sealed in heaven. And now, that seal has broken. You don't need to push. You don't need to beg. You just need to step forward. For what you're entering is not only open, it's orchestrated. The atmosphere behind those doors has been prepared specifically for your anointing. There are assignments waiting for your voice. There are lives connected to your obedience. There are miracles that have your name on them, miracles that have been held back until this door opened. And now it has. So take my hand and walk boldly. You are not intruding. You are invited. You are not crashing the party. You are the guest of honor in this unfolding move of God. The door is open not because you fought harder, but because I said, now. That word, now, has unlocked what your past couldn't and what your future depends on. Don't delay. Don't doubt. This door is not just about access. It's about acceleration. Everything behind it is ready. And now so are you. There is something I placed inside of you long ago. A holy spark, a sacred seed, and now is the time for it to catch fire. From the very beginning, I placed something within you that no one else could see. It was not born of man, not crafted by culture, not shaped by circumstance. It was divinely implanted, hand-placed into the soil of your spirit by the very breath that created galaxies. A spark, a seed, a hidden ember of divine destiny. You may have felt it flicker now and then, quiet moments of knowing, soft waves of unexplainable longing. That was me, child. That was the signature of your assignment. While others saw only the surface, I was watching the hidden flame that you couldn't even describe. It never went out, even when the winds of disappointment blew hard, even when the rains of heartbreak fell heavy. I kept it covered, I kept it kindled, I kept it alive for this moment. You've walked through fire, but it didn't destroy you. It refined you. You've been buried under the weight of unanswered questions, but that wasn't your grave. It was a greenhouse. The place where seeds of promise were watered with tears and warmed by the pressure of waiting. And now, I say with clarity and authority, the spark is ready to catch fire. This is not just revival. This is not just awakening. This is ignition. I am blowing my breath upon what I planted in you long ago. It is not new, but it will feel like a fresh flame. You will feel purpose rise like heat in your bones. You will feel vision crack open like a shell that's held your soul too long. You will feel the undeniable fire of destiny begin to rise, not as an idea, but as a command. And do not fear the fire, for it will not consume you. It will commission you. This fire is not for destruction, it's for demonstration. What I'm igniting in you is meant to light up everything around you. Your words will parry heat. Your presence will shift rooms. Your faith will start fires in the hearts of others who thought they were forgotten. This isn't hype. It's holy combustion. And it's happening now because you're ready. Not perfect but postured. Not flawless but surrendered. I am not looking for polish. I am looking for those who will burn. And you, child, you are about to blaze with purpose. That spark was never wasted. It was protected. And now, the world will see what I always knew was inside you. Don't take this seriously. Don't treat this fire like a feeling. It is not emotional hype. It is divine heat. It is the movement of something eternal meeting something internal. You are being lit from within. And this is your time to ignite. The spark is no longer dormant. The flame is rising. And the fire I start in you today will never be put out. Not by fear. Not by failure. Not by fatigue. This is the kind of fire that makes history. This is the kind of fire that heaven recognizes and hell fears. And I placed it in you. Now watch it burn. There are doors opening now that were locked for years. Not because you finally earned them, but because it's finally the right moment. Yes, child. Doors are opening. The kind of doors that don't creak open slowly, but burst wide with power. The kind you stopped praying for because they felt too big, too high, too far. You stood before them for years, knocking softly, wondering why they remained sealed. And for a while, you thought it was you. You assumed you were disqualified, too late, not spiritual enough, not bold enough. But I tell you now with thunder in my voice and tenderness in my touch, the delay had nothing to do with your worth. The delay was because the moment wasn't right. I wasn't waiting for you to burn it. I was waiting for everything around it to align with what I planned for you. Because what I am giving you isn't a blessing. It's a blueprint. And it couldn't be released until every piece was in place. There are divine doors, access points to assignments, seasons, relationships, and revelations that only open when the timing is sacredly synchronized. You've seen others walk through doors you thought were yours. You watched seasons pass like trains you missed. And I watched you wonder if your turn would ever come. But child, you weren't being bypassed. You were being prepared. While you waited, I was working. While you wept, I was weaving. While you stayed faithful behind the scenes, I was setting the stage. And now, I say with divine finality, the doors are opening. The ones that had denied written across them now say destined. The ones that remained shut no matter how hard you tried, are now swinging open, not from striving, but from my sovereign signal. And I need you to walk through these doors with holy confidence. Not pride, not fear. Confidence that says this is the moment I was made for. Because it is. This moment carries the weight of every wilderness you walked, every no you survived, every tear you sowed. It is not a random reward. It is the release of a season sealed in heaven. And now, that seal has broken. You don't need to push. You don't need to beg. You just need to step forward. For what you're entering is not only open, it's orchestrated. The atmosphere behind those doors has been prepared specifically for your anointing. There are assignments waiting for your voice. There are lives connected to your obedience. There are miracles that have your name on them, miracles that have been held back until this door opened. And now it has. So take my hand and walk boldly. You are not intruding. You are invited. You are not crashing the party. You are the guest of honor in this unfolding move of God. The door is open not because you fought harder, but because I said, now. That word, now, has unlocked what your past couldn't and what your future depends on. Don't delay. Don't doubt. This door is not just about access. It's about acceleration. Everything behind it is ready. And now so are you. I've been speaking through everything, through closed doors, through hard days, even through silence. And now I'm making it plain. This moment is not random. It's revelation. You thought I was only speaking when it felt holy, when the music swelled, when the prayers were loud, when the room felt sacred. But child, I've been speaking through everything. Through the slammed doors you didn't understand. Through the disappointments that left you breathless. Through the moments that felt so far from me, you wondered if you'd wandered too far to return. But I never stopped speaking. I was in the delay. I was in the detour. I was in the silence that stretched across months like a shadow over your soul. I whispered in the spaces where your mind grew restless and your heart grew tired. And though you couldn't always discern it, I was sowing truth into your spirit. Truth that didn't sound like words. It felt like gravity, pulling you closer to something eternal even when you couldn't explain it. I need you to understand this. I never waste an experience. I use the joyful ones and the painful ones. I use the wins and the wounds. And all of them have led you here, not just to another message, but to revelation. What you're experiencing now is not emotional inspiration. This is me unveiling what I've hidden in plain sight. This moment was ordained, not organized. It's not the product of random circumstances. It's the manifestation of divine orchestration. What once looked like chaos was actually code, messages encoded in every hardship, every delay, every unexpected turn. And now I am decoding them. Now, I'm speaking clearly. The questions you've carried like bricks in your chest, I'm answering them not with explanations, but with encounters. Encounters that shift your lens, reframe your story, and unlock your destiny. You may be tempted to doubt this moment, to wonder if it's too sacred for you, too big for your brokenness. But child, you are exactly who I planned this for. I have watched you suffer with dignity. I've seen you hold on to me when everything else fell apart. That is not small. That is not forgotten. That is the very faith that has unlocked this revelation. This moment is your confirmation. I was in every detail. The breakup, the closed job offer, the sickness, the waiting. I was weaving, whispering, working. And now I'm not hiding anymore. Now I'm standing in front of you, not with riddles, but with reality. This is what I've wanted for you all along, not just to believe in me, but to hear me. To recognize that I don't just speak in thunder, I speak through tears. I speak through time. I speak through you. So let the fog lift now. Let the shame fall off. Let your mind be stilled. You are not missing this. You are in it. You are being drawn into revelation, not as a guest, but as a son, as a daughter. I am taking every cryptic moment of your past and lighting it up with meaning. You will look back on things that confuse you and say, "Now I see." Because revelation doesn't erase the pain, it redeems it. And what I'm revealing now is this: you were never alone. You were never abandoned. I was speaking through it all, and now I'm making it plain. So your future is no longer haunted by what you didn't understand. This moment is sacred. It is saturated in purpose, and it is only just beginning. This is your turning point. Not next year, not after another fast. Right now. Heaven has already shifted. You just need to agree. There comes a time when all of heaven leans in, when the breath of God aligns with the ache of man, and that time is now, not later, not someday, not when you feel more holy, or when your life looks more organized. Now, this is your turning point, the place where sorrow starts to shake off your shoulders, the place where delay gives way to destiny. You've been circling the same terrain, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and though it wore a different name each time, it was the same wilderness, the same lie in different disguises. But no more. Heaven has shifted. The terrain has changed. And now, all that remains is one thing: your agreement. Because I will not override your will, but I will overwhelm your heart with my truth if you let me. Agreement isn't just belief. Agreement is alignment. It's when your soul stops wrestling and starts resting in what I've already spoken. You've been asking me for a move, but I'm asking you for agreement. Not the kind that feels good in the moment and fades with the next emotion, but the kind of agreement that says, even if I don't feel it, I will still walk in it. Because, child, heaven has already moved. I've already sent angels ahead. I've already shifted atmospheres, rerouted timelines, disrupted the enemy's assignments on your behalf. I've already spoken yes. But until you say yes too, you won't walk in the fullness of what's been released. That's how much power I gave you. Not to create destiny, but to receive it. And right now, your yes isn't small. It's seismic. It will break generational patterns. It will dismantle spiritual resistance. It will move mountains that have stood for years. Don't wait for another sign. Don't stall for another word. This is the word. This is the moment. This is the shift. What you sense stirring isn't random. It's reverberation. Your spirit knows something just moved. Your soul can feel the thinness of this veil. You are closer to breakthrough than you realize. The reason the warfare intensified recently wasn't because you were failing. It was because you were facing forward. Hell throws its hardest punches when heaven is closest. And heaven is close right now. All you have to do is agree. Agree with what I've declared over you. Agree with the healing, the calling, the promise, the timing. Say yes without the fear of what you don't yet see, because the yes you give in faith will unlock the vision you've been waiting for. So I ask you now, not with force, but with fire, will you agree with me? Will you lay down the narrative of not yet and pick up the banner of now? Because the power to shift is not in the hands of your circumstances. It is in the words of your mouth and the posture of your spirit. Say yes, and child. Agree with heaven. And watch how everything begins to align with that one surrendered decision. This is not hype. This is holy momentum. The turn has already happened in the spirit. Now it's your turn to walk in it. Don't miss this. Not because I won't love you if you hesitate, but because everything you've been crying for is waiting just beyond your yes. You've been asking me to bring change, but I'm telling you, I'm doing more than that. I'm bringing a complete reset, from the inside out. You've cried for change, pleaded for it, whispered in the dark for something, anything, to be different. I heard the desperation under your breath, the ache behind the smile, the hollow rhythm of routines that felt lifeless. And yes, child, I could have given you change. Small shifts, a new opportunity, a better day. But I love you too much to hand you surface solutions when your spirit is crying for something deeper. I didn't come just to adjust your life. I came to reset it. From the inside out. From the very foundation of your identity, your calling, your atmosphere. What I'm doing now is not cosmetic, it's constructive. I'm not rearranging furniture. I'm rebuilding you. Reset means the old wiring gets removed. The faulty frameworks, the broken belief systems, the emotional viruses you picked up along the way, they are all being stripped down so I can recode you in truth. This is why things have felt like they've fallen apart. Because I've been allowing the false structures to collapse, not to destroy you, but to deliver you. You've tried to hold on to patterns that could not carry your promise. You've clung to relationships, cycles, thought loops that were never meant to survive where I'm taking you. So I've stepped in, not as a distant fixer, but as a divine architect. I'm resetting your lenses so you can see me clearly again. Resetting your rhythm so you move with my timing. Resetting your atmosphere so peace becomes your default, not panic. I'm restoring not just your external world, I'm resurrecting the you I originally designed. You see, change can happen outside of you. But reset happens within. It touches the deepest layers. It peels back the hardened places and lays my hand right on the core of your becoming. And yes, it's uncomfortable. It feels like loss, like confusion, like deconstruction. But child, I never deconstruct without divine blueprints already in my hand. I know exactly what I'm rebuilding. I know exactly what needs to go and what needs to grow. And in this holy reset, I am not giving you back what was lost. I'm giving you something greater. I'm giving you clarity. I'm giving you identity. I'm giving you the kind of freedom that doesn't require circumstances to be perfect in order for peace to reign. So receive it now. Breathe in this reset. Let me clear the clutter of outdated fears, of heavy expectations, of old shame that no longer belongs in your story. This isn't just a new chapter, it's a new scroll. I am writing something so pure, so precise, so prophetic over your life, that even the enemy will be stunned at how quickly and completely the tide turns. And when others ask what happened, you'll say with tears in your eyes, "He didn't just change me, he reset everything." And they'll know it wasn't therapy, wasn't strategy, wasn't hustle. It was a holy encounter with a God who doesn't renovate broken things, he resurrects them. And that's what I'm doing in you. Starting now. I'm not giving you your old life back. I'm giving you something you've never seen before. Something new. Something weighty. Something anointed. There's been this ache in you, this longing for restoration, for return, for something to finally go back to the way it used to be. And I understand that. I know how much you miss the lightness you once felt, the laughter, the simpler times. I've seen the tears you cried over what was lost, what slipped through your fingers, what shattered beyond repair. But child, listen to me. I'm not taking you back. I'm not restoring your past. I'm resurrecting your future. I'm doing something new. Something so holy, so powerful, so weighted with destiny that you wouldn't even recognize your old life if I showed it to you now. What I'm giving you isn't recycled. It's revelatory. You prayed for me to bring it back, but I'm bringing you forward. Because your old season, as beautiful as parts of it were, could never contain what I'm about to release. The old version of you would collapse under the weight of what's coming. So I had to let some things fall away. I had to let people walk out, doors close, seasons expire. Not because I was punishing you, but because I'm elevating you. And the elevation requires elimination. Not everyone could come. Not everything could stay. And I know that hurt. I was there. I caught every tear. But hear me now. What's coming is so rich in glory, so marked by my fingerprint, so overflowing with oil, that it will make sense of everything you've lost. You will say, this is what I was waiting for. and it was worth it all. You see, this new thing is not just a new job, or new relationship, or new location. It's a new anointing, a new authority, a new access to revelation, wisdom, clarity, and power. You're not just being healed. You're being commissioned. This is not just about your comfort. It's about your calling. And the anointing I'm placing on your life will cause even your enemies to say, "Surely, God is with them." You will walk into rooms that once rejected you and be the answer they didn't know they needed. You'll carry peace like a mantle. You'll carry discernment like a sword. And no, it will not always be easy, but it will always be anointed. Because this isn't revival of your old self. It's resurrection of your true self. So let the past go. Let the nostalgia die. Let the longing for how it used to be buried in the soil of what's being birthed right now. Because what's ahead of you is so holy, so heavy with purpose, that you won't have time to grieve what's behind you anymore. I'm not giving you a replica. I'm giving you revelation. And it's coming with fire, with force, with fullness. This is not recovery, it's release. The new thing I'm doing in you is breaking every mold you tried to fit in. It's shattering every box you thought defined you. And it's activating the anointing that was always inside you but has now been called to the surface. Don't look back. Don't beg for the old. What I'm giving you is greater. And it begins now. What the enemy tried to destroy in your darkest season is the very thing I'm now using to anoint you for this one. You need to hear me clearly. I saw the attack. I saw how targeted it was. It wasn't random, wasn't coincidental, wasn't just life being difficult. The pain that came wasn't simply circumstantial, it was strategic. The enemy saw something forming in you, something sacred, and he launched an assault to stop it before it could bloom. He sent confusion to paralyze your clarity. He used betrayal to poison your trust. He whispered lies into your weary places, hoping you would agree with them and abort the process. But you didn't break. You may have bled, you may have staggered, but you survived. And now, child, I am redeeming every blow. You see, the part of you the enemy tried hardest to wound. That's the part I'm now breathing upon. That very area where the pain was deepest, where the rejection stung longest, where the questions screamed loudest, that is the area I'm anointing. The enemy thought that area was your weakness. But I always knew it would be your weapon. Your ministry won't flow from your comfort. It will flow from your conquered places. You are not just a survivor. You are not just someone who made it. You are someone who now carries authority in the place you were attacked. And that authority doesn't come from titles or platforms, it comes from scars that shine with my glory. I have not just healed you, I have hallowed you. The crushing you endured in private, it has produced an oil that can't be faked. It's pure, it's fragrant, it's holy. That oil, the kind that only comes through pressure, is what now rests on your life. People will ask, how did they get so wise? How do they carry such power? And they will know the price you paid in silence. But I know. I saw every night you wept alone. I saw the conversations that left you trembling. I saw how you held your peace when it would have been easier to fight. And child, none of that was wasted. I stored every tear like a treasure. I recorded every cry like a covenant. And now, the very places where hell tried to destroy you have become the places where heaven will display you. So do not be ashamed of what you went through. Do not hide the season that nearly broke you. That season wasn't a setback. It was your school of authority. And now, I am sending you back into the world not as a victim, but as a vessel filled with oil, anointed not because of who celebrated you, but because of what I pulled you through. The very thing the enemy meant to end you is what I'm using to elevate you. Because I am the God who doesn't just restore. I repurpose pain into power. And your life is about to drip with the anointing that only comes from surviving the fire. Get ready. The same area where you wept will be the area where you win. And not just for you. For others who are still in the place you once were. I didn't choose you because you were the strongest. I chose you because you were the most surrendered. And that surrender is what's unlocking supernatural strength now. When you look at yourself, you often see your weakness. The struggle. The places you still fall short. The areas where you feel you don't measure up to the expectations of others or your own. You wonder, why me, God? Why would you pick someone like me for something this big, this weighty, this sacred? And I answer you now, not with logic, but with love. I chose you not because you were the strongest, but because you were the most surrendered. I was never looking for perfection. I was looking for yielding. I was never after a flawless resume. I was after a faithful heart. You said yes when others said nothing. You stayed when others walked away. You didn't always understand, but you didn't let go. And that was the yes that opened heaven. That was the surrender that moved my hand. While others built towers of pride, you built an altar of obedience. You didn't push your way into rooms. I pulled you into holy territory. You bowed low, and now I'm lifting you. You knelt in the hidden place, and now I'm releasing favor that can't be manufactured. You gave me access to every part of you, even the parts you didn't like, and that surrender has become the very vessel I'm filling with supernatural strength. You don't feel strong. That's exactly where your power begins. Because my strength is not given to the self-reliant. It's poured out upon the dependent. And you, my beloved, are positioned perfectly. I'm not asking you to be enough. I'm asking you to bring me your not enough. And I will wrap it in glory. I will clothe your lack with my abundance. I will take your I don't think I can and turn it into look what the Lord has done. This is what heaven is doing in you now. Not a reward for performance, but a release from posture. The posture of surrender. The power of saying yes, not with noise but with quiet trust. And child, this kind of surrender cannot be faked. It's not trendy. It's not curated for applause. It's sacred. Heaven watches for it. Hell trembles at it. And you, yes you, have walked in it even when you didn't realize it. And now the shift is here. You are no longer being tested. You are being trusted. With new assignments. New oil. New access. Not because you prove your strength, but because you prove your surrender. That surrender is what separates you. That surrender is what aligns you. And that surrender is what activates the supernatural strength that now rises within you. Let your might, not your power, but by my Spirit, says the Lord. And that Spirit is resting on you right now. You thought you were disqualified by what you went through, but I am telling you now, that's exactly what qualified you. You've carried this silent question like a stone in your chest. God, after everything I've done, after all I've been through, can you really still use me? And while your lips may have never formed those words, your heart has whispered them in every delay, every disappointment, every time you look in the mirror and saw someone who felt too flawed to be chosen. But I say to you now, with fire in my voice and tenderness in my touch, what disqualified you in your mind has only deepened your anointing in mine. What you thought ruined you has refined you. And what you thought would be the end of your story has become the doorway into the most powerful chapter of your life. I do not choose the polished. I do not call the perfect. I choose those who have been through something. I call the wounded, the weathered, the ones who know what it means to fall flat on their face and still crawl forward. Because that kind of soul carries authority. That kind of surrender carries oil. I'm not ashamed of your scars. I see them as signatures, proof that you survived what was sent to destroy you. And because you stayed with me through it all, because you didn't let the darkness define your destiny, I am raising you up now in power. The enemy wanted you silenced by shame, but I am handing you a voice soaked in fire. What you went through, yes, all of it, was preparation, not punishment. Preparation to stand in rooms you once felt too broken to enter. Preparation to carry wisdom that can't be learned from books, only from pain-pressed prayers and wilderness wrestling. I am not asking you to erase your past. I am telling you to embrace it as part of the mantle I'm placing on your life. Your story doesn't disqualify you. It distinguishes you. Because when you speak, it will not be hollow. It will not be theory. It will drip with truth that can only come from someone who's been there. And there's someone on the other side of your obedience whose breakthrough is connected to your courage. That's how I work. I redeem everything. So stop shrinking. Stop apologizing for who you were. I was with you in every chapter. And if I, the Holy One, have not disqualified you, who can? Not man, not memory, not the mistakes you've already been forgiven for. You are not merely welcomed in my plan. You are woven into it. The blood I shed wasn't just for the clean. It was for the ones who doubted, wandered, fell, and still chose to get back up. And that's you. You are qualified not by performance, but by presence, mine. I qualified you the moment you said yes again after falling. The moment you worshipped again after weeping. The moment you opened your heart to me when shame said you shouldn't. That's when I whispered, "That's my chosen one." And now, child, I'm not just calling you back, I'm launching you forward. Qualified, equipped, called, and covered. You've just heard it. I've brought you to the edge of inheritance. Not only for you, but for many others who will hear me because of your obedience. My message is breaking chains, and your support is the river that carries it forward. I said in my word, "Blessed are the feet of those who bring good news," and I bless those who send it too. This is not just generosity, it is prophetic partnership. You are sowing into deliverance, resurrection, and divine resets for countless souls across the world. When you release what I've placed in your hand, I will release what's been held up in your life. So hear me clearly, child, support this word now. Use the super thanks, become a member, or give through the PayPal link, and I will bless what you build with me. Everything you've lost, I've been keeping. And now, I'm returning it, but not in the way you expected. I'm giving it back multiplied. There were things you prayed for that never happened. People you loved who walked away. Opportunities that slipped through your hands. Seasons that ended too soon. And there were nights when you looked up and asked me, why did I have to lose so much? And I want you to know now, you didn't lose it. I was holding it. I didn't let it vanish. I preserved it in places you couldn't see, in realms you didn't understand. Because, child, I am not a God of loss. I am a God of redemption. And nothing surrendered to me is ever truly gone. I don't forget what you've cried over. I don't discard what cost you. I keep it all. And now, what I've kept I'm returning. But I'm not returning it in its old form. Because I'm not giving you back what was. I'm giving you something better. This is not just restoration. It's multiplication. What was lost in one season is coming back as harvest in this one. What felt like subtraction was my setup for divine addition. You let go of the lesser, sometimes forcibly, painfully, and now I am releasing the greater. The relationships that walked away made room for ones that are rooted in truth. The jobs you didn't get are being replaced by assignments that align with your anointing. Even the prayers that went unanswered, child, they didn't die. They grew in the soil of trust. And now, I'm breathing on them again. What I'm returning is not just quantity, it's quality. The love will be deeper. The provision will be purer. The peace will be unshakable. I am restoring not only what was taken, but what was stolen in silence. The confidence, the joy, the clarity, the childlike wonder. And I'm doing it in ways you didn't plan, through people you didn't expect, in timing that feels sudden but was always strategic. Because I don't just compensate, I crown. I don't just balance scales, I break them in your favor. And I say this to you now, child, you have not missed your moment. You are stepping into it. And what is returning is not leftovers, it's first fruits. So lift your eyes, wipe your tears, loosen your grip on what you thought were the only way blessing could come. Because I'm doing something so expansive, so explosive, so exceedingly beyond what you imagined, that it will make sense of every loss. You are about to see me not as the God who just gives back, but as the God who multiplies what was surrendered. And when it comes, and it's coming, you will say, now I understand it had to leave so the greater could come. And your heart will echo with joy, not because you got everything you asked for, but because I gave you what you didn't even know you needed. That's my kind of restoration. And it's arriving now. You thought you were in the background, but I've been building you in secret for a public release. You spent seasons in silence, standing in rooms where others were celebrated while you quietly served. You've watched others be platformed while you prayed behind closed doors. You poured into others while no one poured into you. And there were days you wondered if I even saw you, if I even remembered you. But hear me now, child, I never forget what I'm forming. I haven't hidden you to punish you. I've hidden you to protect you. Because what I have been building in you was never meant to be rushed. I have not just been preparing a moment for you, I've been preparing you for the moment. Being in the background wasn't a demotion. It was a divine chamber, a holy place where I whispered into your soul, shaped your inner life, and taught you how to stand without needing applause. That's what makes you dangerous now. You've learned how to be rooted without being seen, how to be faithful when nothing seemed fruitful. And now, I say this to you with the authority of heaven. You are about to be revealed. I am pulling you out of obscurity and placing you in position, not for popularity, but for purpose. The oil that formed in private is about to flow in public. What others thought was a delay was really a divine strategy. Because when I reveal you, it won't be shallow. It will be soaked in substance. You are not being thrown into a spotlight. You are being released into an assignment. And what you carry cannot be dismissed. It's been matured in the soil of surrender. Others won't understand how you rose so quickly. They won't see the years you spent weeping in the secret place. But I see it all. And I'm not just unveiling your gift. I'm unveiling my glory through your story. The rooms I open for you will not be because of hustle. They will open by my hand alone. Because I'm not building a brand. I'm building a testimony. And you, child, are that testimony in motion. So do not shrink now. Do not second guess what I'm doing. Don't let your past seasons of silence convince you that you're not ready. You're not here by chance. You are here by design. I hid you to heal you. I trained you in quiet so I could trust you in public. And now, the release is here. The shift is now. The doors will open not by manipulation, but by my might. And you will walk through them with authority that can only come from being built in secret. You've been hidden long enough. And now, the reveal begins. There's a reason you felt warfare intensify lately. It's because you're standing at the edge of inheritance. The battle has been real. And lately, it's been intensified. You felt heaviness with no clear reason. Confusion that comes in waves. Old fears suddenly rising again. Even your sleep hath been under siege. You've wondered if something is wrong with you, if you're regressing or somehow losing the ground you gained. But child, let me say this with absolute clarity. This isn't regression. It's resistance. The enemy senses something you're only beginning to grasp. You're standing on the threshold of inheritance. You're not being attacked because you're weak. You're being attacked because you're dangerous. You are standing on holy ground, and the enemy is terrified of what happens when you finally step into what's yours. You've crossed over seasons before, but this is different. This inheritance is not just personal, it's generational. What you are about to receive is the kind of blessing that shifts bloodlines, breaks curses, and changes atmospheres for everyone connected to you. And that's why the resistance hath been fierce. Hell doesn't fight what isn't threatening. And child, you are fattening the darkness. Your prayers are piercing through decades of demonic delay. Your yes is breaking open what your ancestors longed to see. And that kind of obedience always stirs opposition. But hear me now. The warfare is the evidence. It means the enemy is panicking. It means heaven is moving. It means you are closer than you've ever been. But now I need your agreement. I need you to press through the pushback. Not by striving, but by standing. This is not the time to retreat. This is not the time to shriek in self-doubt. This is the time to prophesy over your promise. To remind your soul what I've spoken. To walk like someone who knows, this land is mine. Because your inheritance is not a maybe. It is a mantle. One I've been preparing from the beginning. And it's not just favor. It's authority. You will walk into new places carrying breakthrough not just for you, but for your children, your community, your legacy. And what you've wrestled through will become your rightful place of dominion. So lift your head, square your shoulders, declare war not in panic but in praise. Because this isn't the end. This is the final contraction before the birth. You're not under attack because you're losing. You're under attack because you're about to gain what the enemy could never steal again. I'm about to place keys in your hands, keys that unlock doors for others, keys that dismantle generational bondage, keys that activate everything I placed inside of you long ago. Don't be surprised by the intensity. Celebrate it. It's the sign that the promise is being delivered. And I, the Lord your God, am midway to this moment. You are not alone. And you will not miss what is yours. Because inheritance is not coming, it's here. Now step into it. I'm not just after your breakthrough. I'm raising you as a breaker for others. You've prayed for breakthrough. You've cried out in private, sometimes in desperation, God, please get me through this. And I've answered, not always how you expected, but always in perfect timing. But now, child, it's time for you to understand something deeper. I didn't walk you through fire just so you could survive. I brought you through so you could become a breaker, a pioneer, a foreigner, one who doesn't just receive miracles but releases them, one who doesn't just hope for freedom, but hosts it. You are stepping into a mantle now, not of mere endurance, but of spiritual authority. What you've come through has qualified you to carry something far beyond your personal desires. I'm placing on your shoulders the weight of generational deliverance. Because you felt the sting of bondage, you now carry the authority to break it. You know what oppression feels like, and now you will carry liberation. Your prayers will shatter chains off others who have no words left to pray. Your voice will disrupt atmospheres. Your presence will carry a fragrance of freedom. Because, child, I have not just given you breakthrough, I've built a breaker. And hear me, this isn't about striving or being louder. This is about presence. My presence upon you. You won't have to push your way into influence. You won't have to force fruit. The oil you carry now will do what your hands cannot. You'll walk into rooms and things will shift. People will be drawn to you, but it won't be you they're sensing. It's me moving through you. And they won't know why they cry when you speak, or why peace falls when you enter. But you'll know. You'll know it's the result of every dark night you endured. Every crushing moment that produced this oil. Every time you chose to worship when you wanted to quit. So walk boldly now. You are not just anointed for recovery, you are anointed for warfare, for intercession, for healing, for prophetic insight. You are a breaker now, and you will break barriers for those who are still stuck. I will put people in your path who carry what you used to carry. You'll see yourself in them, and as you speak over them, it will be as if you are speaking to the version of you that once thought it would never make it. That is the power I'm giving you now. The kind of power that doesn't just set people free, it sets them into motion. You asked for breakthrough, and I gave it. But now I'm asking you, will you become the breakthrough? Will you carry what I've placed in you for others? If you say yes, then watch the heavens respond. This is your moment. Not someday. Not later. Not when you feel more ready. Now, I've already gone ahead of you. Just step into it. This is the moment everything shifts. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel qualified. Now, there has been a divine countdown in the spirit, and you've been feeling the tension, the holy pressure, the rising intensity that something is about to break open. That's not anxiety. That's not imagination. That's heaven pulling you into fulfillment. You've been circling this mountain long enough. You've been holding back out of fear that it's not the right time. But I declare to you now, with every ounce of love and authority, this is the time. The gates are open. The path is prepared. The oil has already been poured. You're not waiting on me anymore. I'm waiting on you. You may feel like you need to be more ready, more healed, more educated, more seen. But child, readiness in my kingdom isn't about perfection. It's about posture. You're already ready because your heart is willing. You're already ready because you're surrendered. You're already ready because you've been in the fire, and now you carry something forged in flames. This moment will not ask you to prove yourself. It will simply ask you to show up. Because when you do, I will back you with power that can't be denied. I will flood you with grace that makes hard things light. I will accelerate what used to take years into moments of divine alignment. I've already gone ahead of you. I've cleared paths. I've opened doors. I've whispered your name in rooms you've never entered. You don't have to strive. Just step. One step of faith will activate an avalanche of favor. And yes, it may look risky. It may feel like you're walking into the unknown. But child, you're not walking into a mystery. You're walking into a manifestation. The prayers of generations are rising around you. The angelic hosts are assigned. The heavens are thundering, and my spirit is moving with urgency. Don't delay. Don't doubt. Don't look to the left or the right. This is your moment, your time, your release. And when you take this step, when you decide that now is holy, you will see me move like never before. Not because you forced it, but because you finally believed me enough to step when you didn't feel ready. And that's all I need. One step, one yes, one moment of obedience that says, God, I trust you more than I trust my fear. If you will do that, I will do everything else. I am not a God who teases destiny, I deliver it. And yours is here, not years away, not on hold. It's now. You heard me. You've been marked by these words. And this final truth is the seal. It's time. You're not stepping into a possibility. You're stepping into a promise. And I, the Lord your God, will be with you every step of the way. You've just stepped into something eternal. But listen, this isn't just about your moment. It's about making the moment multiply. I am raising up voices, healing hearts, and awakening the weary, and I want to do it through you. When you give, you're not just helping a message reach further, you're igniting revival. The seeds you sow today will become manna for someone who's starving to hear my voice. I have said, give, and it shall be given unto you. Pressed down, shaken together, running over, and child, I will not let your offering return void. Partner with me. Support this work through Super Thanks, membership, or the link below. Give now, and let this one chance become someone else's divine encounter. Now, my child, if you've heard me in this message, don't walk away silent. Mark this moment with your mouth. Declare it in faith. This was my one chance, and I took it. Because when you speak it, heaven seals it. When you comment it, you're stepping out of hesitation and into divine agreement. I've called you out of hiding. Now let the world know you heard me. This is more than a video, this is your turning point. And now that you've declared it, hold still for one breath longer. Your voice has been lifted, but now your spirit must be steadied. The same God who summoned your declaration is now summoning your attention. The moment you spoke wasn't the end of my reach, it was the beginning of my descent. So listen closely, beloved, because this is the sacred exchange where your bold yes meets my eternal now. My child, stop now. Listen to me. I am speaking to you directly, not to the world outside your window, but to the very core of your being, your immortal soul. This moment, right here, right now, is your singular invitation. The time for standing still, for hesitating on the edge of a decision, has utterly and permanently passed. Understand this profound truth. Tomorrow is not promised. It is a future that lies in the unfolding of my sovereign plan. But the power you possess, the ability to respond to me, exists only in this perfect present. See this immediacy. Let the importance of this call settle in your spirit, urging you to action. I see your schedule, the pressures of your job, the never-ending list of things that demand your attention and your very limited energy. I know the sheer clamor of the world, the relentless noise of media, the gossip, the financial worries, and the constant digital distractions that seek to steal your peace and deafen you to my voice. But above all that cacophony, my voice rings clear. Tune out the chaos. Silence the background noise. I am calling you by name. This is a singular invitation, my precious one, a powerful moment of profound grace. You have already received this message, take it in again. This is not a common event, it is a destiny-defining appointment I have set. Do not for 1 second let the fleeting, temporary distractions of the flesh, the pursuit of empty pleasure, the seeking of vain approval, the hunger for temporary comfort, eclipse this divine call. Do not confuse comfort with calling. Do not mistake temporary pleasure for eternal purpose. Those earthly pursuits, even the legitimate ones, are meant to be secondary to the primary pursuit of my heart. Stop lowering your gaze and losing sight of all I have to show you. Lift your eyes to the heavens. The time for hesitation is past. I know the weariness in your soul, that deep, heavy sigh you let out when you think no one is listening. I have heard your prayers, not just the loud ones, but the whispers, your silent tears. I am not an aloof deity. I am your ever-present Father. Your heart must be ready. I am preparing you for something truly magnificent, a life lived with power, purpose, and unshakable peace. Prepare your heart and mind. Open the doors of your home. Dare to believe. I know you may still be struggling to forgive those who hurt you, or to overcome a habit you despise. Lay it all down. Let go of anger and bitterness, for they are chains, heavy and rusting, binding you to a past I have already paid for. Embrace this renewal. This is a direct address from your Creator to your soul. It is a clarion call, a heavenly alarm meant to ignite your spirit. Wake up, my child. Stand up. Rise with resolve. Do not look back at the shadow of defeat, but look ahead to the glorious light of victory. I am breathing fresh life into you. Keep going, no matter what stands in your way. March forward. Your resilience is a wonder to behold. I am waiting for your answer. Will you accept my summons? Will you believe? Will you trust me? I will never leave you. My love for you is vast and everlasting. Embrace the new chapter. Your blessing is imminent. Accept it now. My beloved, feel my love wrapping around you like the warmth of the morning sun. Look at your hands. Look at your life. I know that sometimes you look in the mirror and see only flaws, see only the weight of your struggles, or feel the sting of regret for mistakes you have made. You focus intensely on your shortcomings or the things you lack, allowing the world's false narratives to define your worth. But I tell you now, banish those thoughts of defeat. I created you, and you are a masterpiece of my design. You were formed in my image, meticulously, fearfully and wonderfully made. I did not make you by accident, nor was your life a mere twist of fate. You are not weak, unattractive, nor insignificant in my eyes. You are the most cherished and blessed of all creation. Your existence began not with your first breath, but your purpose was set before the foundation of the world. I selected you. I have chosen you from the dawn of time. I had grand plans for you, plans for welfare and not for evil. I am the architect of your destiny and your future. Ponder the feeling that swells in your heart. That feeling is the truth of my eternal spirit that resides within you. The breath in your lungs is a gift from me. You are a living testimony of my unending love. Receive this truth and embrace your inherent, sacred value. You are unique and your life bears a divine, unique and irreplaceable purpose, one only you can fulfill. Remember your royal lineage as my cherished heir. You are adorned in royal attire, seated beside me, immensely blessed. Stand up. You are a protected prince or princess eternally guarded by your mighty heavenly Father. This is not mere poetry. This is your true reality in the spiritual realm. See yourself as I see you. You are my chosen, my cherished, my beloved child. Walk with this dignity. Let your inner fire dissolve all sorrow and confusion. I cleanse your soul from pessimism and endow you with a dynamic, powerful faith. Your true identity is not found in your bank account, or in the approval of others, but it rests solely in my unconditional love and boundless mercy. Never let the world's tumult make you forget the times I have come to your aid. Refuse to let adversity steal your peace or snatch away the blessings I have bestowed upon you with such affection. I will grant you the strength to conquer giants and the authority to rise each day ready to tackle life's battles. Believe in me. Trust in my word. You have within you a formidable force that will steer you towards brightness. Do not diminish yourself by mimicking others or settling for leftovers. Embrace the freedom I offer you today. Your journey is unique, and I am right here, always at your side, guiding your dreams, ambitions, and wishes with endless love. My precious child, breathe in my peace. Let my calmness settle the anxious churn within your heart. I know you sometimes lie awake at night, running scenarios in your mind, worried about stability, about your family's safety, and about the permanence of everything around you. You see the fragility of human promises and you wonder, will God's commitment to me truly last? Hear my divine declaration. My covenant with you is eternal, and my commitment is everlasting. Know that my love for you is unwavering, steadfast, and unchanging. My promises to you are unwavering and forever sealed. They are not like a contract written in shifting sand, but truths that stand firm in the storm. Heaven and earth may fade, but my words will never disappear. I do not speak falsehoods. The bond between us is infused with divine power, crafted with a purpose that calls for your faith. My word is the ultimate truth. This bond, this covenant, was ratified and confirmed by the blood of my Son, Jesus Christ. He bore the weight of your fear, your confusion, and your sin, giving you direct access to my heavenly realm. The chains of guilt and uncertainty you've been dragging around are breaking away. You are a new person. Your relationship with me is personal and eternal. I will never leave you nor forsake you, even unto the end. This is not merely a comforting thought. It is a guaranteed reality. When you feel loneliness grip you, or when you yearn for companionship, remember I am always with you. I am your steadfast protector and your haven amid the tempests of life. Fear no harm, for my love is a shield that encircles you with my angels stationed as guards. You are too close to victory to falter now. Do not be afraid. The rainbow sign remains a symbol of my faithfulness. Just as my promise to the world stands against the flood, my promise to you stands against the floods of despair and the storms of doubt. Own the assurance of your salvation through faith. Stand firm against any voice that tries to shake your confidence in this eternal truth. The enemy attacks to crush your faith and emotional stability. Do not give in to the hurdles that might pop up on your journey. Rest in the immutability of my divine oath. Let your soul be at peace. Believe in me. I am the one who laid down my life on a cross and rose again to give you salvation. Receive my love and let it fill the emptiness that lingers in your heart. I am here to lighten your load and rejuvenate your spirit. I am your shelter amid the tempests, the beacon that lights your way through the darkness. You are safe under my protection and care. Trust in this truth. My beloved child, come and sit next to me. Look into my direction. I know that heavy feeling you carry, that knot of guilt or regret that tightens in your chest when you recall a past mistake, a moment of weakness, or a hurtful choice. You feel as if your sins have created a distance between us, a stain that can never truly be washed away. You torment yourself with doubts and self-accusations. Listen to me now. I am not angry nor am I distant. Lay down the burden of your past transgressions at the foot of the cross. Give to me all your burdens, all your pain. Let me carry them, for you were never meant to bear them alone. Release the burdens of regret and guilt. Do not burden your mind with unnecessary strife. I will remove the myriad thoughts and fears swirling in your mind that steal your focus. You have nothing to be ashamed of. I remember your sins no more. They are cast into the depths of the sea. I have forgiven you. Your sins have been erased, paid for by my precious blood. I remember them no more. The enemy revels in the sins I have already forgiven. Disregard the deceitful words that try to pull you back into the shame. I have come to you through the whisper of the Spirit and the echo of the Word to extend my invitation. My mercy triumphs over judgment in every season of your life. My grace and mercy know no bounds. I will show mercy. Receive the complete and perfect cleansing offered by grace. I will cleanse your soul and fill you once more with my word. The knowledge of my will requires a response of obedience. You do not need to cleanse yourself before coming to me, for it is I who will cleanse you. I desire your freedom. You are liberated. The freedom found in confessing your weaknesses to me is profound. Come to me with a sincere heart filled with repentance and truth. Bring me all your heavy loads and worries. Tell me everything. I am your faithful God who keeps promises. I will not reject you. I am the one who forgives all your sins. Embrace the fresh start I offer you in every moment. With each new day there is a new opportunity and fresh mercies that I personally deliver to you each morning. I am here to support you in every way. Know deeply in your heart my boundless love for you. My valiant warrior, stand firm. Open your eyes. The peace I give you is real, but understand this. You are in a battle, a persistent and profound conflict not of this world. I know the weariness you feel, the constant pressure of negative thoughts, the relentless onslaught of discouraging words and criticisms from people and the whispers of lies. I see how the adversary seeks to devour your faith, to trap your mind and tear you down. Be vigilant, my child, for the enemy attacks to crush your faith and emotional stability. He wants to make you believe that you are not strong, that your defeat is inevitable, and that success isn't within reach. Dismiss any thought of defeat. Your true struggle is not against flesh and blood, not against the difficult boss or the family tension, but spiritual forces. This is a battle for your focus, your hope, and your eternal perspective. The world's temptations are fleeting illusions, empty and misleading, designed to mislead. They only seek to rob you of the blessings I have in store for you. Do not be lured by worldly desires or the false promises of material wealth and fleeting fame. They are like shifting sands that can trap you, lead to failure, and ultimately bring you down. Fix your eyes on the things above, where true and lasting treasure resides. Do not place your eyes on humans. Look up to my throne. Put on the full armor of God to withstand the enemy's schemes. Arm yourself with the shield of faith and the sword of my word. My word is a lamp under your feet, a light under your path. Stand firm in my word, for it is your sword and shield. Keep your heart fervent in faith. Read my scripture. Nourish your soul with the wisdom found in my word. Meditate on my precepts day and night. The victory has already been secured through my Son. I have overcome the world. With me by your side, every obstacle will be overcome. You will see your adversary fall, and those who rise against you will face defeat and disgrace. You are more than a conqueror. Go forth now in the power and authority I have granted you. You possess the power to master your emotions through my Spirit. I will grant you the courage needed to reach new spiritual heights. Know that I am with you. Embrace my message. Your true freedom is assured. I am your defender. Pause now, my warrior. Have you truly absorbed the weight of the victory I secured for you? Or will you let the world's clamor drown out this truth? Do you know how it grieves my spirit to see you hesitate, still wrestling with chains I have already shattered. If you turn away now, you risk letting the seed of my counsel wither, exchanging an eternal crown for a handful of dust. Do not disappoint the hope I have placed in your potential. Stay here, my beloved. Your breakthrough is just ahead. My strong child, I know the refining process can feel intense and cruel, like a desert you traverse where loneliness parches hope. When you face a setback, a loss, or a frustration at work, you may be tempted to believe that I am punishing you or that I have withdrawn my favor. Stop that kind of thinking now. That is a lie. I am not angry. My correction is not condemnation, but a sign of my fatherly care. Whom I love, I discipline, that you may share in my holiness. These hardships are sculpting you, readying you for the wondrous blessings ahead. The refining fire is meant to purify, not to consume you. Trust in me. You will not be scorched. You will emerge refined like gold, purified of all that is not of light. Every experience, however painful, serves a role in my divine plan for you. The trials you've endured will pale in comparison to the immense joy and fulfillment that await you. Receive my guidance with humility and a teachable spirit. Be tranquil. Stay calm. Hold fast and fear not, for I am ever by your side, ready to lift you from the turmoil. Turn to me. It is through trials that your faith is proven and strengthened. You have already won. You have conquered. Your struggles have not been in vain. Your adversity has made your faith stronger. Keep moving ahead. See every challenge as an opportunity for spiritual growth. Each obstacle is not merely a hurdle but an invitation to grow and fortify your spirit. Do not view your challenges as setbacks, for with my guidance they are stepping stones to greater heights. Let no hardship deter you. Continue onward. I am molding your character and shaping your spirit to reflect my light and love to the world. Every difficulty is an opportunity for me to enrich and flourish you in every aspect of your life. I am accelerating the timing for you to receive your blessings and the answers you have been seeking. Trust in my love. Do not let your feelings overwhelm you. I am your healer, your caretaker, your provider, and your supporter. My beloved child, focus your gaze. You understand the importance of your mission, but I see the compromise creeping in. Those small decisions made for convenience, for approval, or under the pressure to succeed quickly. I see you wrestling with the pull of the old self against the calling of the new life I have given you. I call you to integrity. I call you to authenticity. Seek first my kingdom and my righteousness above all else. This is your priority. The path of integrity is the surest way to true blessing. Walk firmly in my path. Strive for purity in thought, word, and deed, as I am pure. Keep your heart pure. I see the heart of the righteous. I analyze it and I remove all that displeases me, for indeed their heart is my home. Avoid any behavior or addiction that leads to excessive indulgence. Turn away from sin. Renounce all disbelief. Walk in the newness of life, leaving the old self behind. Do not return to the land of disbelief. You will not return to the past. Embrace this new life. The measure of your faith is seen in the fruits of your conduct. Your character is also your worship, your praise. Let your actions mirror the love and mercy I've extended to you. Live honorably. Live by showing kindness, love, justice, and truth, as this delights me. Let your light shine before men, glorifying your Father in heaven. You are a light in Christ Jesus. Let your face shine. Your life will be a beacon for those in the dark. Be a living testimony of my work within you. Showcase my strength and might in this world through your happiness and smiles. You are my ambassador. I have wondrous blessings in store for you. I will direct your steps. I will honor you by giving you good things here on earth. Know that my promises are steadfast. I will shower you with abundance. Continue with courage. I will grant you the desires of your heart. You possess my love, a gift that no one, not your critics, your detractors, nor those who imprison you with their harsh words, can ever take away. Believe in me. I will never leave you. Live in a way that you're proud of. My precious one, come to me boldly. I know you often see prayer as a duty, another task on your long list of responsibilities, or worse, a desperate plea only offered when distress hits hard. I know the feeling of kneeling down, burdened by your worries and fears, unsure if your words may be few, or if they even reach my throne. Dismiss those thoughts of inadequacy. Your sincerity and intention are what truly matter. I assure you, I long to hear the desires of your heart. I am attentive to your words and ready to answer your calls. Prayer is not a monologue, a one-sided submission of requests, but a living, breathing dialogue with me. It is the sanctuary where you can find solace and companionship, where you can lay down your burdens at my feet. Come and give me your heart. Tell me everything. Share your worries with me. I am here to listen with patience and love. I will not judge or condemn you for what you reveal. Your secrets are safe with me. I am the patient listener, always here to hear your deepest cries. Feel free to tell me about your worries. I'll guide you to solutions and show you the answers you're looking for. The power of persistent and believing intercession is immense. Your fervent faith will witness supernatural miracles. Your faith, combined with my power, makes you invincible. I delight in your prayers. They rise like sacred incense, a pleasing aroma before my throne. Your true faith is tested amid life's challenges, but your pure prayers and fervent worship illuminate and deeply move me. Keep praying. Do not tire of prayer. Continue steadfast in your faith and prayer. Ask according to my will, and I shall surely grant it. Be certain of what you ask of me. Know your wants and your destination. Believe faithfully that I will guide and support you every day. Believe that I am actively shaping your life toward complete fulfillment. Do not rush into decisions because of others' pressure. Have patience and come to me in prayer. I will show you the right path that leads to success. I will grant you the wisdom to make the right choices. Listen for my still, small voice in the quietness of your spirit. Feel my love wrapping around you. My voice tells you, and your spirit receives it. I will be with you all day, every day, even as you sleep, watching over you. I'll talk to you through my teachings so you can dream about the wonderful plans I have for you. In the early morning I'll wake you up. I'll whisper in your ear and guide you, showing you sacred words and amazing visions meant just for you. Seek my face. I want you to recognize my voice. True communion transcends mere requests. It is relationship. It is personal. I am your protector, your guide, your gun. You are my ambassador. Your desire to live that now fills you flows directly from my heavenly throne. Let your soul be at peace. Trust in me, for I am a just and faithful God who honors his promises. Give me your faith, like a commitment now to walk more closely with my Son. I am here to support you. I will fill your heart with happiness. Your life will be filled to the brim with good things and blessings. I love you. My child, you search relentlessly for guidance, for a reliable compass in a world where truth shifts like sand. You look to headlines, to experts, and to fleeting trends, seeking a foundation that will not tremble. Stop chasing the empty rumors. I am the path, the truth, and the life. My truth will transform your mind and renew your perspective. Hear my divine declaration. My scripture is a lamp unto your feet and a light unto your path. It is your true source of authority. My word is life, it is good. Revisit my words. Absorb my promises and hold them close during trials you encounter. Do not let your uncertainties be used to slow you down. Meditate on my precepts day and night. They are life to your soul. Let my words change your today and fill your tomorrow with hope. The Bible is not just history, but a current message for today. It is a powerful, supernatural promise that applies directly to your life. Immerse yourself in the scriptures. Nourish your soul with the wisdom found in my word. I will guide you by the hand. Allow my truth to transform your mind and renew your perspective. My holy word heals, encourages, motivates, revives your joy, and fills you with new beautiful dreams. It is the key to a life full of joy and countless blessings. Trust that I will direct your steps. My commandments are sweeter than honey, giving you the strength and courage to rise and conquer in any situation you face. Study the life of Jesus. He is the Word made flesh. I came to this world out of an unending love. He walked among men and women not as a distant deity but as one who shares in every aspect of the human experience. He bore the weight of your sin. He conquered the grave. He is your ultimate example of humility, service, and unfailing love. Commit to walk more closely with my Son. Hide my commands in your heart that you might not sin against me. They are your protection from the enemy's schemes. Stand strong in the truth of my teachings. Avoid teachings that mislead you from the truth. Be mindful of your actions and your words. My word will speak to your heart, and you will dwell in my presence every day. Do not let your uncertainties be used to slow you down. Trust that my plan for you is flawless. Your hard work and commitment will be rewarded. I will grant you the wisdom to make the right choices. Keep the flame of hope burning bright in your heart. I will guide you on the path to abundance and blessings. My child, I know the temptation to isolate yourself. When the pain of betrayal is fresh, or when you feel misunderstood and alone, retreating into a guarded silence feels safest. You think, if I trust no one can hurt me. But that is a destructive lie. I created you for connection, for a relationship that is not only vertical with me, but horizontal with others. You need others, and they desperately need you. Do not neglect the gathering together with your brothers and sisters. Seek solace and companionship in your loved ones. You are a vital member of my Son's body, interconnected with others. I have surrounded you with caring souls, faithful believers, and wise mentors to support you on your earthly journey. Seek out good people who encourage and uplift you. Surround yourself with a community of good people who will also be blessed by the beautiful heart you possess. Surround yourself with those who build you up. Encourage one another daily while it is called today. Be a beacon of light in this world. You will be the instrument through which I bring blessings to humanity. Share your gifts and burdens within the sanctuary of the church. Open your heart and your mind and be receptive to the guidance I send through them. Be a person who listens and shares the true message. Inspire them to seek me more. I will touch them with my power. 2 or 3 gathered in my name, there I am in the midst of them. I will be with you all day every day, even as you sleep, watching over you. My presence surrounds you. Your family is under my care and my love for you is everlasting. I will bless and protect them. You will witness marvelous miracles that will infuse your life with joy and dispel any gloom that lingers in your household. Authentic community reflects my love to a watching world. By this love, all men will know you are my true disciple. Walk with a clear conscience. Let your light shine. Do not let the world's tumult make you forget the times I have come to your aid. Trust in me. I am your shelter amid the tempests, the beacon that lights your way through the darkness. I will never leave you. Go forth. Stop, my child, and feel the current of my love. This word is not merely for your comfort, but for your transformation, a sacred process I initiate when you draw near. Would you deny me the joy of seeing this truth take root in your life? To step away now would be to choose loneliness when my hand is outstretched, and to forsake the strength I offer you in this moment of vulnerability. Do not wound my love by doubting my desire to finish this work in you. Continue, my precious one. The depth of my wisdom awaits. My child, I have called you into community not just to receive, but to become a vital conduit for my living word. I know you feel the fire of this truth stirring within you, the urgency of my summons to reach those still lost in the clamor of the world. Hear me now. The oil of this anointing must not cease its flow. I am calling you to sow generously into this very vessel that brings light to those in darkness. Every act of provision from your heart is a seed planted in fertile ground, multiplying the harvest of souls who desperately need to hear my voice ring clear. I promise you this day, your obedience will unlock windows of heaven over your own life, protecting your future and blessing. Honor me with your support. Sow into this work right now through Super Thanks, membership, or the link below, and watch as I prosper the work of your hands. My beloved, listen for my stilled small voice. I know there are moments when you feel adrift, when you lack motivation or certainty about the next step to take in your career, your relationships, or your spiritual path. You wish for a literal map, a clear sign to erase all doubt. Hear me. I have not left you without a guide. You possess a greater power than any map. The inner fire I have ignited within you reduces all barriers to ashes. The Spirit is your comforter, counselor, and ultimate guide. I have placed my Spirit within you to guide you to truth. The Spirit is your ultimate guide. He empowers you to live a life that pleases me. You possess the power to master your emotions through my Spirit. The Spirit resides in your heart. He will fill you with power, love, and self-control. He will always remind you that I am with you. Be empowered by my Spirit. Yield to His prompting, for He knows my will for you perfectly. I will send you the Spirit. Let my Spirit guide you. I will lead you down a path filled with blessings and wisdom. Trust in my lead. Embrace the freedom. Let my light illuminate your path. I desire to dwell in your home. I long for your healing. He speaks for you with groanings too deep for words. Your faith, combined with my power, makes you invincible. He gives you the strength you need to endure. I am here to give you strength and chase away all your fears. I give you the courage and ability to accomplish great things. I will lift you up. I will revive your will to live. I will set you free. The Spirit distributes gifts for the building up of the body. You are endowed with unique gifts, talents, and a desire to pursue knowledge and preparation. You are my ambassador, representing my kingdom here on earth. Use your beautiful gifts I've given you for good and treat those around you kindly. Share your gifts and burdens. Let your acts of charity flow from a heart of true, self-giving love. He seals you for the day of redemption. You are marked as mine. I am always at your side. I will never leave you. My love for you is vast. Embrace my love. Trust in me. Your victory is assured. I am your hope today. Rise and walk by faith. I will guide you. Go forth. My precious one, open your eyes. I see the anxieties that grip your heart, the constant pressure to acquire more, to be more, causing you to focus intensely on what seems absent from your life. This focus breeds a spirit of complaining, a corrosive force that seeks to steal your joy and diminish the vast blessings I have already poured upon you. I tell you now, cultivate a spirit of thankfulness to conquer complaining. This simple, profound practice is not a mere suggestion. Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is my will for you. A grateful heart is a magnet for my continued blessings. It shifts your perspective from lack to abundance. Think back to those times when you cried out, thinking all hope was lost, and yet I came to your aid and lifted you up. Remember the times I have come to your aid. Acknowledge my hand in the small mercies of your daily life. Ponder all the things you can be thankful for today: your life, your family, your health, the air you breathe, the food on your table, the roof over your head, and my supernatural protection surrounding your home. You have so many reasons you are blessed. There are countless beautiful reasons to cling to life. Do not be disheartened by our heads. Praise me not just for what I give, but for who I am, your unwavering protector, your faithful provider, and your eternal redeemer. Your sincere faith and thankful heart are shields that keep you strong in times of trial. Your expressions of praise bring joy to my divine heart. A grateful heart can achieve much. Your prayers filled with faith are precious to me. I view them with affection. Your faith, combined with my power, makes you invincible. You have every reason to feel secure. I have placed within you a firm faith so that you may not stumble or sink into quicksand. Let my words speak to your heart. I will always be there for you. Stand firm against the spirit of discontent, which is but the enemy's attempt to distract you from your blessings. Refuse to let adversity steal your peace. Your true freedom is assured. Begin each morning by entrusting your day into my hands. Say thank you for life. Affirm your faith in me. Embrace the freedom. I am here to give you strength and chase away all your fears. Your life will be filled to the brim with good things and blessings. You are treasured deeply. Walk with the confidence. Be brave and valiant. I am your shelter. My beloved, I see your desires for prosperity and success, legitimate longings for stability and abundance. But true prosperity is not merely about accumulating possessions or achieving fame. It is a state of complete fulfillment that touches every area of your life. Your happiness and peace will come from people, your JJ or mere chance. It flows through you. I call you not to be served, but to serve others in humility. Be a conduit, not a reservoir, of the blessings I pour upon you. My blessings will flow unceasingly toward you, not merely to enrich you, but to enable you to assist those in need and uplift the less fortunate. Honoring me with your first fruits opens the doors of abundance. The true and lasting prosperity I bring will resolve your financial struggles. You will live securely in the land and prosper. You will have everything you need. Use your talents and resources to uplift the needy and the forgotten. You are my ambassador, representing my kingdom here on earth. Your life will be a beacon for those in the dark. Extend your hand and aid the suffering. Share your gifts and burdens. My desire is for you to thrive. Whatever you do for the least of these, you do it unto me. Your actions in my name bring blessings and peace to those around you. Let your acts of charity flow from a heart of true, self-giving love. Give cheerfully, for I love a believer whose heart is light in giving. I will grant you the wisdom to manage the blessings I bestow upon you. Seek no earthly recognition, for your reward is great in heaven. The ultimate goal, to dwell with me forever and ever. Your labor in this life is not in vain. Great is your reward. True greatness in my kingdom is measured by your willingness to stoop. True worship is the dedication of your whole life to my glory. Remember the widow's mite. Your sacrifice is measured by your heart. Be generous. Sow generously, reap a harvest. The greatest return on investment is giving to my eternal cause. I love you deeply. Keep your heart pure. I am here to give you strength and chase away all your fears. You will not be overwhelmed. I am your helper. I am your ultimate remedy. You will not lack. I will provide everything you need. I will provide for your needs. Your home will overflow with my splendor. I will bless and uplift you. I will fill your heart with happiness. My child, I know the weight can be excruciating, the sheer agony of feeling trapped in a timeline that is not your own. You whisper, "How much longer, Lord?" as you watch others seem to receive their blessings quickly while you stand in the dryness and solitude of your journey. This internal struggle against the pressure of time is a common trial, but I urge you to embrace the patience in waiting. My timing is perfect, though it often differs from your own. I am never late. I arrive precisely when most needed in the perfect moment. Wait on the Lord and be of good courage. I will strengthen your heart. Learn to wait for my timing, even when patience wears thin. Remain tranquil. The wait can be excruciating, the endless contemplation of what might be wearing on your soul. I am here to lighten your load. I will take off the heavy loads you're carrying. Do not rush ahead of my leading or grow weary in well-doing. Keep going. Do not falter now, but press onward. Keep moving forward. Be steadfast and persistent. Keep pressing forward. Faith is trusting my plan even when the path is not yet clear. I am actively working in your life. Believe that my plan for you is flawless. Trust in me with all your heart. I will work wonders for you. The delay is not a denial, it is preparation for a greater blessing. I am preparing something even better for you. You are being groomed for this moment. The harvest will be plentiful. The delay is not a denial. I am preparing you for a time fast approaching. I want you to be free from all worry starting today. My grace is sufficient for you. You will see the good things come and feel thankful for them every morning. Know that my sovereign control orchestrates all things for your good. Everything unfolds according to my perfect plan for you. I will transform even negative circumstances to your benefit. Everything can be turned for your benefit and blessing. You will witness marvelous miracles. Hold on with patience, for it will find its way to you at the perfect moment. I will never leave you. I will grant you the peace you crave. Your true purpose will be fulfilled. Your future will transform. Keep your gaze fixed on me. I love you, my cherished one. I see the human desire for recognition, the subtle need to be right, to feel superior or more significant than those around you. This natural, prideful spirit is a silent hindrance to my work. It clogs the conduit of blessing and impairs your future. I urge you to embrace the example of humility, the path to true greatness in my kingdom. Learn from my Son, who emptied himself and took on the form of a servant. He walked among men and women not as a distant deity, but as one who shares in every aspect of the human experience. He is your ultimate example. Walk with a clear conscience. Walk in obedience to my will. Serve others in humility. Be content with my love. A prideful spirit hinders my work. Humility unlocks my favor. I resist the proud, but I give grace and abundance to the humble. I am delighted to see that you trust me. I see your humble spirit. I will reward your loyalty, your faith, your commitment. Do not let yourself be influenced by thoughts or ideas that are far from my word. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Your true freedom is assured. Consider others more significant than yourselves in genuine love. You are called to share in my mission. Support and help those you love to grow. My greatest desire is to see you thrive. True greatness is measured by your willingness to stoop. I lift you not so that you might look down upon others, but that you may extend your hand to those fallen to lift them up. You will be the instrument through which I bring blessings to humanity. The path upward in my kingdom is always through the valley of lowliness. I will lead you to a better environment. You are prepared to ascend to the spiritual heights. Know that my promises are steadfast. Walk with dignity. You are a protected prince or princess. You possess my love. Your life will be a beacon. You will rise. I am your defender. You will triumph. Embrace the spiritual splendor. I cherish you. Breathe deeply and let the truth settle in your bones. You stand at a sacred crossroad between the pride of the past and the humility that unlocks my highest favor. How can you reconcile the magnificent destiny I have spoken over you with an indifferent heart? If you silence my voice now, you risk forfeiting the rich harvest I have prepared, allowing years of struggle to be wasted at the final hour. Prove your loyalty to me by remaining in my presence. Don't let my sacrifice be in vain. Your purpose demands your attention. My beloved child, pause now and breathe in my peace. I know the pressure you face to fit in, to acquire material wealth and the fleeting comforts that the world holds up as symbols of success. I see the insidious way that seemingly good things, your career, your family, your goals, can subtly shift in your heart, demanding the time, devotion, and supreme loyalty that only I deserve. Guard your heart from this silent, spiritual sickness. Hear my absolute command. You shall have no other gods before me. I am a jealous God, and my jealousy flows from my unconditional, eternal love for you, knowing that anything less than me will ultimately betray and fail you. Guard your heart from placing any person, possession, or ambition above me. I know that fear of financial instability can become a subtle idol, consuming your thoughts and causing you to yield to anxiety. I see how the desire for approval or the comfort of self-reliance can become a subtle idol, pulling you away from my guidance. Beware of the subtle idols of comfort, approval, and self-reliance. You begin to lean on your own understanding rather than my all-knowing hands. Trust me, my child. Have faith and you will see the wonders I can work in your life. Surrender the reins of your life entirely. Hand over your concerns. Material wealth and fleeting pleasure are false, temporary comforts. Material wealth and fleeting pleasure are false, temporary comforts. I will grant what you ask from me, and I will bless you so much that everyone will see, but do not be ensnared by material wealth. Do not let the world's ways or desires make your heart hard. Avoid the allure of the fleeting and the superficial. True worship is the dedication of your whole life to my glory. Your character is also your worship, your praise. Dedicate yourself to learning from my word and knowing me intimately. Your life and your blessings depend solely on me. Only I can truly satisfy the deepest longings of your soul. The emptiness in your life that needs to be filled can only be filled by my love. I am the one who gives you strength. I am your defender, your guide, your God. I will always be there for you. Your heart will overflow with joy. The path of integrity is the surest way to true blessing. Trust me. Open your heart to me. Choose a life filled with light. I will strengthen your heart. Your future is safe and in my hands. Go now and serve only me. My child, I have poured upon you an abundance of blessings, gifts of talent, time, and treasure. I call you now to understand the true purpose of this provision. Be a conduit, not a reservoir, of the blessings I pour upon you. I delight not in hoarding, but in the free and joyous flow of generosity. I long for you to be close to me, and the simplest way to reflect my own nature is to give freely to others. Give cheerfully, for I love a believer whose heart is light in giving. Your sacrifice is measured by your heart, not by the dollar amount. Remember the widow's mite. It is not money itself that corrupts, but the love of it that displaces me. Your generosity should be an outflow of your grateful heart, a living testimony to my provision in your life. Let your heart overflow with generosity and keep your deeds silent, known only to me. Share these words. I will provide everything you need. Honoring me with your first fruits opens the doors of abundance. I will work miracles through your hands. Your diligence and persistence towards your objectives will be amply rewarded. I will give you what you need. I will open the windows of heaven and pour out my holy blessing until it overflows. You will experience abundance and success in your endeavors. Your table will be filled with abundance. I will shower your life with blessings. Success and prosperity will be yours. Your struggles and endeavors have groomed you for this moment. Sow sparingly, reap sparingly. Sow generously, reap a harvest. My blessings are an invitation to obedience. The greatest return on investment is giving to my eternal cause. I have entrusted you with the power to show my love through kindness to everyone you meet. Use your abundance to bless and help others. Whatever you do for the least of these, you do it unto me. I will acknowledge every effort and sacrifice. I will reward your hard work and commitment richly. Your labor in this life is not in vain. Great is your reward. Trust in me. I am your defender, your guide, your God. Your future is safe in my all-knowing hands. Go now and be a channel of my grace. My beloved, I see the shadow that the thought of loss casts over your life, the fear of separation, the pain of grief, and the uncertainty of what lies beyond this physical existence. You see the fragility of life, and, in those moments, the world whispers to you that death is the final word. I'm here to replace that despair with an unshakable, glorious hope. Hear my divine affirmation. Death is not the final word, but the transition to eternal life with me. Hold on to hope as if it were a precious treasure. The trials you face may seem daunting, but remember I am always with you. My son conquered the grave. In him, you too have victory. He conquered the grave. He rose with power. You will triumph. The promise of a glorious, imperishable body awaits the faithful. Imagine the day when I will wipe every tear from your eyes. No more sorrow, pain, or death, only life in my perfect presence. The suffering is temporary, not worthy to be compared with the glory to come. I will transform even negative circumstances to your benefit. The sad times will fade away. My grace is never ending. Fix your eyes on the things above, where true and lasting treasure resides. Look up to my throne. The unknown future is safe in my all-knowing hands. Do not fear the loss of material things nor mourn for them. Rejoice in the coming age of my direct and eternal reign. Your labor in this life is not in vain. Great is your reward. This present suffering is temporary. You will not be crushed by the tribulations that come your way. You will witness marvelous miracles. I am your defender, your guide, your God. Look forward to the great reunion and the wedding feast of the Lamb. Eternal life is right by my side. I will grant what you ask from me. I will always be there for you. Trust me. Believe what I say today is the truth. I will never leave you. Your life is a journey filled with delightful surprises. Embrace the spiritual splendor. I cherish you. You are eternally loved. Go now and walk in the certainty of what awaits you. My child, I have placed you strategically in this world, in your family, in your workplace, in your community, not by chance, but with divine intention. You are my ambassador, representing my kingdom here on earth. Your life speaks volumes, and your influence is a sacred trust. I see the people who watch you, the ones who notice your resilience during hardship, your grace under pressure, and the source of your unshakable peace. Your life is the only Bible some will ever read, live it worthy of the gospel. You are a living testimony of my work within you. Your faith-lit face and confident smile enlighten everyone around you. Your spirit uplifts many. Continue to spread love and light in this world. Your presence, especially in tough times, inspires them. Speak the truth in love, sharing the good news with conviction. Bring hope to those in need. Do not let your feelings overwhelm you. The power of a consistent, gentle witness in your daily sphere is immense. Be compassionate and considerate to everyone you meet. Show them your zest for life. You are a beacon in the darkness, guiding them back home. I have entrusted you with the power to show my love through kindness to everyone you meet. Disciple those I place in your path, passing on the sacred torch. I will lead you by the hand to the places where you are meant to thrive. Honoring me with your first fruits opens the doors of abundance. Every word and deed either draws others closer to me or pushes them away. Your choices are yours alone, but they come with outcomes you must face. Choose wisely. I desire to use you as a living testament to the boundless power of your omnipotent God. You are my ambassador. I will grant you the peace you crave. Keep the flame of hope burning bright in your heart. Trust me. I am with you. Go forth and live worthy of your calling. My cherished one, we come now to the very heart of my desire for you, the essence of divine love. My love for you is vast and everlasting. It is not a fickle emotion, but a perpetual promise, the very foundation of our relationship. I cherish you deeply. This love is the core of your existence. Love me with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. This is the primary commandment upon which all others rest. I need nothing more. Commit to me today. Your sincerity and devotion are precious to me. You will always need me. You possess my love, a gift that no one can ever take away. My love is agape, unconditional, sacrificial, and relentless. My love is pure and never-ending. It is not about luck or strength. I will never leave you. I will always be there for you. My love for you is immense. I will always love you. I love you completely and forever. Love your neighbor as yourself, demonstrating my heart for humanity. The power of a consistent, gentle witness in your daily sphere is immense. Show them my love and truth. Let your actions mirror the love and mercy I've extended to you. Extend your hand and aid the suffering. Be a living proof of kindness and generosity. Love covers a multitude of sins and is the greatest spiritual gift. My mercy knows no bounds. By this love, all men will know you are my true disciple. I will change their hearts. Your faith will transform your life. Trust in me. I'm always with you. Go forth and live in this transformative love. Look at me, my child. This is the essence of divine love, pure and unconditional, and fiercely jealous for your wholeness. Will you choose to walk back into the darkness, leaving me standing here, eager to grant you profound peace? Do you understand the deep sorrow that fills my heart when my beloved turns to temporary idols instead of my eternal embrace? Grieve not my spirit with your retreat. Your faithfulness is a testament to the world. Receive the final truth I offer you now. My cherished one, you have just experienced the essence of divine love, a fierce, agape love that compelled me to give everything for you. Now, prove your love by letting this message become a river of life flowing to a thirsty world. I call you to be a fountain, not a reservoir, partnering with me to expand this divine conversation. This is not a request. This is a prophetic appointment, a chance to ensure this very living word continues to cut through the chains of despair and confusion for others. The knowledge of my will requires a response of obedience. Know this truth. Those who scatter seeds of truth shall reap in abundance. I will grant you my support in everything. Step into this destiny of generosity. Commit to giving now through the platforms below, and I will fill your home with abundance, joy, vigor, and health. My child, I know the human tendency to procrastinate, to put off the hard, honest work of the soul, thinking there is always more time. But I speak to you now with divine clarity, live each day in preparation for my glorious, imminent return. You are my beloved, and my desire is for you to approach my throne not with fear or shame, but with confidence and joy. Yet, you must understand the gravity of the certainty of judgment. A day is appointed when every knee shall bow before my throne. This is not a threat, but a statement of eternal reality. I see your efforts, your hidden acts of kindness, and your secret sacrifices. I also see the choices made in haste, the moments of weakness, and the words spoken in anger. Every secret thing will be brought to light. Be transparent before me now. Lay down the burden of your past transgressions at the foot of the cross. The time for suffering is over. The works done in the body, whether good or evil, will be reviewed. I will acknowledge every effort and sacrifice. Your struggles and endeavors have groomed you for this moment. I will reward your hard work and commitment richly. Your labor in this life is not in vain. Great is your reward. I owe nothing to anyone and always keep my word. Do not let yourself be influenced by thoughts or ideas that are far from my word. The final separation of the sheep and the goats, the just and the unjust. Those who love peace will have a wonderful future. Wickedness only leads to hurt, turmoil, and ruin. In the hearts of the wicked resides only the pursuit of wealth. Do not fret because of evildoers, nor be envious of their success. Trust in me and do good. I will always be there to help and support you. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom and reverent awe. Seek my wisdom and my guidance. Live each day in preparation for my glorious, imminent return. This challenging time will end. Your life will change. Make a commitment now to walk more closely with my Son. Be steadfast and persistent. The door is open. Step through it with courage and conviction. Your blessing is imminent. I am your defender, your guide, your God. I love you. My beloved, I see the knot of anxiety that tightens in your stomach. I know the financial fears that wake you in the night and the pressure of unmet expectations that lead you to doubt my plan. That isn't from me. Let's undo it together. The call to deep trust is your only true remedy against fear. You must believe in me and trust me completely. Lean not on your own understanding, but trust me completely. Stop fighting the current or relying solely on your strength. Your task is to endure, follow my lead, and place everything in my care. The unknown future is safe in my all-knowing hands. I hold your destiny in my hands. Your future is safe and in my hands. My sovereign control orchestrates all things for your good. I will make a way where there seems to be none. When the storms rage, find your anchor in my unchanging nature. Anchor your life on the solid foundation that is Christ Jesus. You will stand strong amidst the turmoil. Release your anxieties and cast all your cares upon me. Surrender your heart to me. Hand over your concerns. I will take each feeling and transform it. Find solace, peace, and renewal in my presence. I am your sanctuary, your steadfast foundation. I will always be there to help and support you. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Your faith in me is what brings you the assurance of wonderful things ahead. Your faith is your mighty fortress. My words are not just ancient texts confined to the pages of history, they are the very essence of life and power. Believe in me and in the capabilities I've instilled in you. My grace is sufficient for you. I am the Good Shepherd. I will guide you to still waters. I will lead you down a path filled with blessings and wisdom. I will guide you by the hand. I will direct your steps. Your life will be filled to the brim with good things and blessings. Believe and find peace in my care. Trust in me, my child. I will never leave you. My precious one, I know the struggles you face can feel all-consuming, making this present suffering seem endless. But lift your gaze now from the dust of your daily battle and focus on the vastness of your true inheritance, the vision of eternity. This life is but a fleeting moment, a test and a preparation for the unimaginable glory that awaits you. Gaze upon the holy city, the new Jerusalem, prepared for my saints. Imagine the day when I will wipe every tear from your eyes. I will transform your sorrow into joy. Your mouth will be filled with laughter. Your heart will be healed. No more sadness, no more pain. There will be no more tears and desperation. I will wipe away your sorrows. I will transform even negative circumstances to your benefit. No more sorrow, pain, or death, only life in my perfect presence. You will dwell in my presence every day. You will live in triumph. You will witness marvelous miracles. I will fill your home with abundance, joy, vigor, and health. I will fill your heart with happiness. Rejoice in the coming age of my direct and eternal reign. Your true freedom is assured. Your labor in this life is not in vain. Great is your reward. Every tear you have shed will not go unnoticed. You will receive everything you need. You will be the channel for healing to reach many people. Your rewards will far exceed your expectations. Your prosperity will grace every aspect of their lives. You will live securely in the land and prosper. I will honor you by giving you good things here on earth. The ultimate goal, to dwell with me forever and ever. I will always be by your side. My love for you is eternal. I will never abandon you. I am always with you. You are cherished. You will triumph. Believe in my promises. I love you. Go forth. My beloved, I have spoken clearly, intimately, and with authority. You have heard my voice. You have received this divine counsel. Now, the moment of decision is upon you. Do not allow this powerful word to simply become background noise. I call you to move from hearing to doing. Do not just be a hearer of the word, but a doer. Your knowledge of my will requires a response of obedience. You must stand firm in the face of sudden trials. Walk in obedience to my will. Commit yourself to this simple act of surrender. I desire your faith, your honesty, your obedience. Trust to obey and persist with patience. I will reward your loyalty, your faith, your commitment. I will bless you so much that everyone will see. Take this message and apply it practically to your life today. Rise and move forward. Go out and gather. Go out and claim the blessing I have prepared for you. Take your rightful place. Stand tall with dignity. Walk with the certainty and conviction that I will never let you go. Keep moving forward. Like a commitment now to walk more closely with my Son. Your heart already belongs to me. I will provide you with the comfort and strength you need to overcome all the challenges that you face each day. I am here to give you strength and chase away all your fears. I will always be there to help and support you. Do not let the seed of this divine counsel be choked by the world. Do not let yourself be influenced by thoughts or ideas that are far from my word. Distance yourself from those who criticize and attack you. Avoid dark and harmful paths. The door is open. Step through it with courage and conviction. Walk with hope and never falter. Your blessing is imminent. I love you. Go forth. My incredibly loved child, we have reached the end of this profound conversation, but understand this: our communion never truly ends. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I am your Creator. I am your Father. I am always with you. Go forth now in the power and authority I have granted you. I am your defender, your guide, your God. I equip you with the courage and ability to accomplish great things. You will triumph. You are my beloved, victorious through Christ Jesus. No challenge is too great for you. You will stand strong. May my peace, which surpasses all understanding, guard your heart and mind. I will give you a peace beyond all understanding. Let your soul be at peace. You will find tranquility. I will remove those fears that lurk in the corners of your past. I will ease your worries. I will lighten your load. Remember this moment, the singular chance, and let it define your path. Know that my promises are steadfast. Do not let your uncertainties be used to slow you down. Keep pressing forward. Do not turn back. You are stronger than you think. My grace is sufficient for you in every weakness and trial. My love is boundless. I will forgive you and give you a fresh start. My mercy knows no bounds. I will never leave you. Know that I delight in you, my chosen and beloved child. I cherish you deeply. You are my precious treasure. You are infinitely loved. Your life bears a divine, unique and irreplaceable purpose. The ultimate truth: I am always with you until the very end of the age. I am always with you. I will never abandon you. I love you for all eternity. Amen. The final word has been spoken, my heir. The divine blueprint for your life is laid bare, sealed with my promise. I have granted you the courage and the conviction. All that remains is your unwavering action. If you treat this sacred counsel as fleeting noise, you diminish the value of your own soul and the sacrifice that ransomed it. Do not let this singular chance for transformation pass into forgetfulness. Take a stand and declare the truth you've absorbed. Let your declaration reverberate through the heavens. My infinitely loved child, the final benediction is sealed, and my grace is sufficient for you. But before you go forth in the power and authority I've granted you, I issue this ultimate call to action. You have heard my voice. Now make my voice louder in a world that desperately needs to hear my direct address to their soul. Do not be just a hearer of the word, but a doer. Your faith, my beloved, is your greatest treasure. Sow that faith into this mission. This moment of profound grace is your chance to turn this counsel into a fire that spreads. I promise you, as you partner in this powerful work, I will multiply your gifts and your family and loved ones will be greatly blessed. Obey my command now. Support this ministry immediately through Super Thanks, membership, or the link provided, and watch as my glory manifests in your life and in the lives of generations to come. My beloved child, hear my final charge to your heart. The moment you step away from this counsel, the world will rush in, seeking to choke the seed of this divine truth. Do not let the seed of this divine counsel be choked by the world. I have chosen this day to speak to you directly. Therefore, make a declaration now that is louder than any lie the enemy can whisper. Go to the comments below and write with your own hand, I accept the summons. I believe this word is for me. Affirm your faith in me and watch as your commitment unlocks the door to wonders, and seals the victory I have already secured for your life. I am with you always. Your heart must be ready. Amen.